Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Now, BBI find there.
You have a corner. Me produce with general China men class. I could now Francis transit. There be MP me set transit. That's what inside there. The producer. And then you buy a brother. Thursday we can send me. Oh, in share them.
Okay.
This week you three colleagues in Yamenkwa. Kebia Botini. Nanka Yaboko Jan.
Yeah.
Yaboko Jan wa hanum say Ebianka breach here abono. Your colleagues me and sa. Kalam say Yamenkwa. Ka omo hwe omo nkwa nti me build momentum no for my bro nye Thursday no ana me kan say Dr. Ananya se mo be kan me checks there obo me audio na abehu say me checks chese on National Executive Council
okay
nti so be kan asem which is a hearsay because we ni baby me ne onye gina ha ye bo nkomo say Francis ba na ye bo nkomo no no kwa baby I reported speech e bia Luther me ka kire no e bia me na me ka kire no nti me ka say hearsay. The acting national chairman of MPB Rabute Echo Adom FM confirm is you're Dr. Ananen come. Now there's no evidence that just bring you disrespected Papa Kofi. But I made a KBS, however, Luther. Dr. Anani bet me our brandy. So for him to dedicate 18 minutes, and I even says I have no issue with Obi operating immediately anything. Yeah. The language, the commentary. And I'm very surprised. Almost 48 hours after the fact, the MPP has not issued a single statement on this matter. Ebra MP for Santia Chem South. You're Boating.
Yes.
In summer, I don't know the bearing it has on anything.
Me tears answer now say, oh, with your penya can say hunu.
MPP actual statement say commitment to inclusive equality and national unity. Statement in the word in
this is what is emanating from the new Patriotic Party.
Ebra yera boating kokani okan. Omo issue statement omo ka say MPP reaffirms commitment to inclusive equality and national unity. Ni abronya kekan na the party unity ba. Ni abronya kekan no the party cohesion ba. You see, and the BM say optics. Thursday, and I said it here. I always think I won't play my voice. This is why some people perceive say it seems say bankrophobia the party is slow to act, but bankrophobia they are quick to act. Granted, and I said it on Thursday because I knew what my sources were telling. The man was not there. It is a hearsay when you go to my private YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Thursday and upper story na me. I'll say yes, no niho. But granted, was that how a no mean person like a regional chairman should respond to a senior member of the party?
And you want to say radio, in journalism. I remember say old school on which they say, your element of news. There were be a friend the prominency of the person.
Yes.
They say Okobi, say one Kobi. Say Kobi. Na onimu na so kan asem kire no it can be represented.
Yes, I get it. Yeah. But I'm saying say granted and I said it on Thursday because I knew my sources. Granted say Luther papa na nsama ote enye no kure abronya didn't disrespect Papa Kofi. Is that how you were supposed to respond to the person?
But on the flip side, but you see, say Papa no so nim say no ni ho aden so represent it as if say no.
And I'm saying to you no what did Papa na nka so also what say. So recently there was a meeting. Okay. He never said he was there. I am rather saying me checks. He's not part of the National Executive Council. He wasn't in the meeting. So whatever he's reporting is hearsay. Okay. I don't know what I say. Yeah. But I'm saying granted he was not there. To even call the man a murderer. Want to be. So man Crawford Duboni kumkum nipa. Bring his professional competency into disrepute. But I'm saying, bro, you kako one side of the divide in intino. Are you okay?
Si hono subiu.
Me say, abronye e kasa ko one side of the divide. Nti o me support that divide no. Ehun ni say are you okay? But you akwaku Boateng kan sem huni. E fa Dr. Mamu ba amia na there. You had cause to complain. Ono wan frɛ ba amia so oye medra wo. Wan frɛ ba amia so oye kromfuo. And not there it was bad. You saw the hypocrisy. Why I say that when you're a journalist, you don't take the feedback of some of these people seriously. obi fro bi kromfo and medra calling the person's professional competence into dispute no MPP party 48 hours after the fact not a single statement to condemn what the bono
Mofra dwuma pom won se me no an ye hwa e de free bremo e de krono na wo afi na bia wa besimu a ubetumi akọ Inshawan 04.5 Facebook page na afi your mental health on KuroYiMuNsem no wakọhwe free na hyase e bia wo ba no ukra afi no wawo anampu kra no wo hwe animu se obewo ana wawo a obi kra wo ba no so won hyeda ntiase a in fact ko hyase free ba bia e de hye mofra dwuma pom de won nsem no ase a ubehu ni nyina atiase a beduru ba bia ye duri na etumi aboa yie pa sanse ahodaso ene bema nti se wunya hunu de da wanimu a na ene se wo mmoa wo ho a wonko asupon hwe nti no wunya hunu de a se to de a unim se de obesifa etu ho anamon na etumi aboa na anyensemu ama wo haw bia ama ukọ Barima Kofi Dawson so me Facebook page nso a wo follow me wo ho a ni nyina nso no wo nsa beka nene e de ayehwe quickly eye arehomroso yade a eda ne ho adi ewo mofra mu sen na ya ne nsenche ne tie empanimfo ne de eba ya wutumi hu na emofra ne mpempi ne wo mo den ne di ewo wo mo ne ye mu ene eno ma wo mo ya ahodo bebre nti wan hwe ye a obefa ne se bibi foforo nanso na adwene mu ohaw bi ena eda ne ho adi a ekoso abofra no na pomuden ho so wan hwe ye a na bia na wokɔhwehwɛ malaria wokɔhwehwɛ yade ahodo pii no anso na enye no na ɛha abofra no na ɛno nti na nsenkyerɛne ahodo ni bia da ne ho adi a yɛbɔ nka yɛ sɛ wode ne bɛkɔ na apomuden aso yɛyɛfoɔ afifi abofra na hwɛ sɛ ɛdeɛ paa ɛna ɛkɔso na arewo mroso yade ɛyɛ depression no ana depressive disorders no ɛnya mpanimfoɔ nko a ɛna kye wɔ mo etimi kye mmɔfra na ne yɛwɔ mu ne sɛ ensenkyerene ahodo pii ene da ne ho adi enso hu sa abofra no sebe atoa so a be na wotwe mienu ede ekọ nanim no oni anije otewa na ono ano bibia nka no nyese aduane ni fie ene wanya bi adi anaso obi abo no bibia anye no bo no ate hɔ a ubonsa ase wo ti ni suo anase ne ra ho ne ho a ote hɔ de bia no obehu sa ase wate ne ho akotena baabi a ne mfefo edi agrompo no ate ne ho eti baabi enigi abafie a efiefuo nyina egi o mani a obia aye okay no saa abofra no ate ne ho te baabi enye se bia sese kwaku suban asesa ana ama sese de wo kire wo ho suban asesa asem na emum ese oto ani hwe abofra no ma pii na ekoso abofra na adwene mu a ebia unyenya ho ntie nti no fin se abofra na naso aye den ana de wo ye no wahyeda na oye empepi no bi wo ho a emombufu ntem enti no saa abofra no se bia bibi no wo ye na obeka kyense onyan na ade bi ne kura no kura bo so agya atofem ana saa ade no kura wato atwene na kae nkwada abrem no me na ma meta aka no jai bon samtons ne bo tubun so wato atwene na ngona no na wahya ase ye saa no ma no abribia ade bia hu se enye corresponding to saa attitude no ekoso kyese wutumi se ade bia nhyeda nye we bia no na na bufuo no saa abofra na bufuo no ben ni pii bibi kitua bi na ka no na ne bu afu ne mfefo ene wo mu di agora de bia nya yi bia na ne bu afu pento kwasem bebre bro so kire wo se bibi ekoso a ono na ni gie mu a oni wa adwene ni mu nti no ma de ben ni bia no bro ni beka ne so lose interest oni ani gie wo mu nti no apre bia ma abufuo ba ntem ewura hu ne ho pii otimi te ne ho firi ne mfefo mu ekotena baabi eduru baabi nso aduane ade bema no na hu so aduane we ye na kono de pa wo pe no de bema no no woni no wapia si baabi utumi se kom de ne pa woni di na nso aduane no de ma na woni ubisa nse de ne wo pa obi di o se kom ne no ana se etoa so a be na wotwe mienu ede ekọ nanimu a ekire wo se oha obi ekoso ne nnamu so nsesa yetimi ba ebi wa na nko otumi da yie pa we utumi da na nani ate ebi so ho no utimi dabro so bebre kire wo se de na ekoso school bre kura so anko yo obi a na ebi kura na wo mfa school no ni agro bre so ya na wokọ bia bofra mfie nwotwe efie du mienu ede kro nanim no osori ya na nko no epre ne ho so wokọ school se de ani gie nim so wokọ school no mpo kire wo se bibi ekoso a abofra no oha obi eba ese otu ani hwe nti etoa so na wotwe mienu ko na busumi miensa mu de kwa na kire wo se oha obi aba na mum ye hya ase efi ani siginaye efiri na wotwe mienu mu kwa ato aso a aye persistent said the brofo mu ye beka no ehu hia se woto ani hwe na enu mpempenso a ebe ha bofra no kwan a ofaso edi dwuma na setene mu no ebe toso rekese na yetumi aboa no ewo ebrepem insura 104.5 we your mental health on KuroYiMuNsem ti depression and depressive disorders a eda ne ho adi ewo mofra mu na yedi ho enkomo no yenkofa KuroYiMuNsem ra yeba ni akechire no edoso ye frame akokwa yeba yisia
International KuroYiMuNsem ya boabo no ena no pay ya gene nyina ejebe oduma de so Premier Sports on KuroYiMuNsem sima edu de enemy na poso nko a ena no pay match na semesi ku am gene nyina ede ebe oduma de so no pamedin ede Jonathan Esiedu betima from Sokoban Fatilo Steve Jantuah no kwasa madaruma ena mbo machidom ensem no do Super Black Stars ensem wanum say sanso na Ghana Premier League ensem wa enura Fantabulous Kumasa Santi kodeko ewrem ewo Accra Sports Stadium akwakohya sofoka Medium Sensem United Abraham and apartment can now shankani or Dovenin Quadam Srow, make for share lubricants no and a demo. Now, champagne for some conscious and titan swear. No for the tumor shall be a bone beer. No coach and you car or you change you more 10 free car checks. Now be to my friend to watch channel near my gifts near some drinks as a piso to your Dovenin can quite again 10 times so. No for the tumor shall be a bone beer. No coach and you car or you never be a team and you're fine. Bet to a semen conscious when no air bet to a bet influence I'm slow. What would more bet to I shall bet every no bet my shall bet no WhatsApp groups will start to see that day about to obi for no tribia or 4% commission. I will need panel bet no training what does 4% commission and until you fully this year number www.bet2.com.gh. Let's take you back to no be intimate and your fine pa intimate and from MTN semen countries when still Mensaka promo. So Mensaka now to be a nipple over 1,000 and MTN uniform. Etimi eto musika kado super pa me pacho de chenye bodo mi so Play Store and App Store na download momo app no for day to transaction de be the first one sika more than 100 Ghana cedis na so na chance on sabet man ka de be da 100 Ghana cedis ekopim 200 Ghana cedis na so na ocho sika puro 2,000 Ghana cedis and of yellow base right no so nsa ebetima kan de eno chen tantam so na be woro mo Play Store and App Store na download momo app no na be bia entimi nya fine pa entimi from an apartment kan na betu kwan na onabuso na ekọ anase emofro eka na wemusha na before dem shraw e ma no nye Emirates economic class on essence plan inside no abafo no onsu en wadunu pi essence je won koda channel so mu a baba cho plan inside no bodo na kọ to so de be agro edwe no bodi mpenifo fo no nyina wo ka eno turu betu kwan na mofro kan dem shraw e ma no nye Emirates economic class bodo mzisi a e wo emirates.com nabi cool flight no na be bia entimi enya kama pa entimi information no batting site a obi aja tum no betano na betano so men kan so you funu isi a nabo www.betano.com.gh na me pa chobo room isi na kwa pre-registration no o wi refer efama wunua na sana chance sika pudo pa 1 million Ghana cedis no onso nsa ebetimi akabitenie 1 million Ghana cedis 1 million Ghana cedis and to your phone number www.betano.com fm.com.gh na me bacha bodum ne call pre-registration on na refer fm onya na be bia entimi nya kama pa entimi for eno to timenka no de free 18 years konkwan dia betano ena me kan for entimi edema entantam so hye na say emfa free the soccer team the Black Stars of Ghana me adoma 14th November ya yewrem ewo Japan ewo Kirin Cup num na ne Japan ana for South Korea entimi eda tentam so na onum say squad no enyamba ebia enanom kɔ na wie na squad no etinya ba na Insura Sports report ni me bacha squad na beba no 3 players from local league nim 3 players Dodi Kan Benjamin Asari goalkeeper Edema Sofok Abrante Fono Prince Owusu Mediaman Sporting Club and for Abrantia Jefono Kevin and Kromo no Susina Kan Edema Mediaman Sporting Club so 3 local players we and ye hwe nim so coach Fono Todo Everton nsa etimi eda form na be bia so etimi ayafanye fro no me na yemfro ne chomo Ghana Premier League no match day 9 na no fiada and e fiase nations etena fie e sheba ko United enso sheba ko enu na se memenda no Saturday no Vision FC SO2 11 wonders ete Kanumba ko Ghana Stars and Shebi Middleman Sporting Club and so Timan Shebi na enu games no enie Heart of Lions Esheba ko Blekum Chelsea Entimi and Shebi Barcelona Stars SO2 Biano Go Stars nil Carolina United 1 Dreams FC 1 Summertex 1 All Blacks nil Young Apostles KuroYiMuNsem Betom United ete Ekanumenu na the Super Clash no House of Folk ete na fi wan Shebi Asante Kodoko through Abrante from Donzo Marifin Esheba ko Emma House of Folk entimi anti after the game coach Edman of Folk ayo pene from Didi Dramani or see any game ne pa de no mu deserve so melu susa game no yenko te Didi Dramani.
We lost and so I think we don't deserve to lose. I think we don't deserve to lose in my opinion and in the opinion of observing, not just watching. If really you observe the game, you can see that we control some portions of the game and then in some other portions where Kotoko are also dangerous in terms of their transitional play, we didn't do well. It's an area we would want to continuously improve.
Now, in the first half, it was a slow start. You conceded. The second half was a completely different story. What accounted for that slow start?
I think in the first half, we still control major parts of the game, and then you can expect that in some games, there will be moments where you struggle with certain aspects, where finding it difficult to find the necessary spaces. But I think that at the end of
now, Coach Edman Sofok, did they say or catch out of supporters in say NTB, you know, or me bounce back na bibia, and so etimi I fine.
We are fine. We are fine. We are always fine. Every game is just treated with the attention it needs, and I think that this is just one of it. It's a marathon season, you know, and then I think that we'll make amends.
Now, Abrante from Donzo Morfin, the goal of Shana penalty. Coach Edman Sofok, did they say a penalty in there or doubt kakra ewo as a penalty or as a woman is there, shall I penalty bisano? Then go to Coach Edman Sofok, Didi Dramani.
We consider the penalty, which I still have my doubt on. But
well, I was coming to that. The penalty incident. From where you sat, do you think it was a legitimate call?
I think it was so even though we could have defended better, in my opinion, because we are trained on this, that we try to be bold, we try to be courageous, and then to deal with the player in the wider area rather than tracking back into our.
I know, hey, Coach, Adama the phobia boys, Didi Dramani, and I will Kano. I know. And the Abusa Kumasi Asante Kodoko coach. Kadim to Abusa coach say, did you see penalty in the nine penalty or say I did I drain the water no? Did not drain the water no? You go take Karim Zito.
That is what he thinks. Well, it all depends on the referee. And then when you go to the law 18, you say that the referee uses technical law. And when you look at our position as coaches, 11, 12, it talks about ungentlemanly conduct.
Okay.
You understand me? Some can intimidate you for you to do something. So as to whether it was a penalty or not, it is up to the referee.
Now, Coach Adama Kotoko, Karim Zito, or say, Nenyaji pa se enua wa she the phobia boys no esan say house ne kotoko dey say wo sha e de pa.
Well, everybody knows has and Kotoko how difficult it is, or it was, even from the time in Memorial when I was even playing. And then you see that supporters today, everybody is happy to come to witness this game. So at the end of the day, it was very, very difficult, but the mindset is there. At all costs, you have to beat them. And then if only you want to set our target ablaze, we have to win this game. Because winning this game will also propel us to go towards our objective. So I'm very, very happy.
I know coach Adama Fantablos Kumase Asante Koreko Karim Zito and Outene Kano. Na fans Adama Sofok and Afikoto Konra. After the game, almost Chira Magine. Na Amajun Chenede, Odian Goti, and Gotika Kra.
Jaugo no Shano Kumase, that's the goal of the year. Secondly, to penalty, 45 minutes to the end of the ball. Match no, to first half, to penalty. Me body si shabo on TV3 or fear. I'm from Hanu ya, I'm catching someone. A ball is a clear penalty. Referee. The goal is the goal of the year. The referee, the jealous the goal. That's why I didn't collect. But we are so folk. We go take the referee to court. The referee is cheaters. He never officiated our match we have won before. So the referee, the jealous the goal. The goal is the goal of the year.
I'm thinking it's a nice game, but I believe officiating wasn't too fair. So the referees should back up because this brings our game down.
The attitude of referees, people don't understand me. The multi-question that I'm asking that, why is that at the end of the day, all the policemen will rush to the field?
Osi asofo player no aboro afi no Regina no abono amanisia tu na branche no wamore fi amanisia ntu Nemum after the game no Abrante Funu will send Mohammed player Edman Sufok no until one say into bo pre referee no ema police for no ebo pre no someone pre ema no ko referee so na eno enanam so ema GFDC no etima charge Sufok ha ma charge Sufok na Abrante a ye Funu will send Mohammed na amaka kire Sufok for so mo nyame mo chena 11th November your birthday no amombra no me yomo ano na de kontia house empany form prima supporters etoto no ma etoto park no so ema Abrante Funu Hussein Mohammed any place ni bi enso ya madon say omo attack referee no enso so ewo ehonom after match the night say any table no Ezekiel Jonathan any kind 19 points media matosumienu 18 points Heart of Lions etosumensa 18 Heart of Folk and 9 16 points Samatex enum 16 points Mediano Gold Stars in 16 points Asante Kodakon 14 points Young Apostles and watch 14 Carolina United and 13 points Vision FC edu 11 points Hall United Dubako 10 points Nations Dumienu 10 points Dream Subs Dumiansa 8 points Brokum Chelsea do 9 8 points Radio Oblaks Dunum 7 points Becham United Dunsia 6 points Masikoli Stars Dunson 5 points and I feel everyone else etosu do watchia omo 2 points and some of those will be Nemum Emmanuel and Shredder and Fano 9:30 ewo be ko be jofo yin sinkunya na yede insura powers for do de Kasepano and so etimi ede abrao na ena menkasa me chairman Abet Buachi Yadum Nipadro na Efren Lord Kenya Sokoban and Abrante yete mine de agua from Enkrablema ono no mame market wono and I'm so mame market wonte da mame no so mame no no all ton am nam so tontos no na Abet Kupon Shao happy birthday to you say no or your fashion designer papa kese pa Enigma Designs ho and Abrante edin adwuma Abeto akosi Kenya yakupon shaw na onkoswa na onya wokese na mefo mani nchirem ewa Canada na memehye ama shake happy birthday ama shake mega sami super agent AY esimi fe nshire from so na mema awoda pa no chino happy birthday to you ama shake yakupon shaw na onkoswa na onya wokese ro nsa besom bia erade emannye kama entimi enfama no pamedi ere Jonathan esiedo betwa from Sokoban fatelo me so na na Jantuah kokko to so mu KuroYiMuNsem jumade no etimi ede abremu
Galamsey na mahunze krofobia start ade bi na se na mu blemu akufu ado no na enye akufo na Galamsey na yebeye law yebeye common sense yebeye scenarios and I first said let me say this kbia ebia new me when it come to Galamsey opa tag me Boko Haram emfa me ho when it come to say yentu obi ka na me ye advocacy amoma how you tag me I don't care. And this area, I wouldn't say, I have a comment, be a boom, Bema, you don't say to and family. Having established that kid yet. Enra, no Hana, the Belgium, the good woman as Zambi, Ephraim, Charlie. You see a colleague still on your main common accident. Timmy me 10 images away, no man. Cause me ban or pana, Chaliana pressure, love or chung, say. And see, yeah, from the ex lady by Deputy HR, Tina. Oba no so yo. Na the one HR head of HR ka something about rush ye no. Na ekoso no. Chale. Na me be hu say one was in coma back on the leg. Yeah, na so mo rushing from a ferry to Confanoche. Why wouldn't you Boston na no coma?
Wow.
Na then esia EPA for call baby. No mo kona na mo na mo boase eta 9 months dey kusi baby. No mo ye na na fmente bi timoto so ba. No mo ba no medu ya EPA boss na grant interview. So this is not hearsay.
Yeah.
This is not This is not my hallucinations or imagination. See, where 3 news, TV3 for any case or kasa UTV. So me can me quote na say. The soldiers said, and I'll prove why. Blame me at the man Mahama Kufuado. I said be Mahama. I'll prove to you here. And to you and this in an obu be dimatem and ko baby answer. Or say. The soldiers said they couldn't overpower the heavily armed Galamseyers, so we had to run for our lives. EPA boss on accident. This is the worst of the EPA boss, Professor Kluchi, a full professor in physics. Or say, soldier for no mokoy, no mu etuo. Ene niama Galamsey for the abano. Aluta mu na mu yetwi. Na omo sha, omo ntimi, tina so mbudame. Ayesa anu aka. Okay. Now, this is the accident. So why NG were Jumada? You know how strong this car is. Car baby and went to Minko. Into a more ban Miricantino, called Wasi Kumasi, there's 1 hour 30 minutes. Neso Mukofa Diasu. Ekofa Dunkawa baby. And on the plane career. And on money Galamsey car near the trotter tank and economy. Interestingly. Head on collision. No Masia for head on collision. Second the kissy bam. Say. Aluta in a car. 8 journalists.
Sad desert car winning.
8 journalists, the EP official, say in a car. This is the state of the car. Me see a colleague back as we speak. He's battling for his life at Confanoche. Now, Aluta, me tell story now. What gave me chills was quote away from the 3 news report in Oye, and I'm coming to read for you. Or say, we had the military with us, and the national security was also with us. So, my catcher say, when I was going to school, one of the things my lecturers taught me was how to do sentence analysis. Or say, we had the military. So, one, Professor Kluche, and no EPA, Langas, want to call you. No, military, soldiers, and or someone national security. Was also with us, but then we saw that we couldn't exchange fire or fight them, so we had to run for our lives. Nomenclature, or I say we had to walk. He is a full professor in physics. What literatures on him how to use phrases and sentences. So even in the face of military uniform now, in the face of national security uniform now, say, "Mamini Jame," but then who kawura. 3 things in just this paragraph. I say, in the course of running and speeding on the road, we encountered this accident. So, in science, there can be correlations. Is it directly correlated or indirectly correlated?
In law, it's causation.
Causations.
Yes.
It is a journalist. There's a correlation between their death or this accident and what happened at Obuasi. So, I'm going to for the tip in the two, but I know more than Obuasi. Some more community mining. So the death of those 8 heroes is linked to Galamsey. I'm giving you themes and patterns. Dr. Jones Opoko, a criminology can see. I just see back one, be a coincidence. It's similar, ABAB. Be similar and some a pattern. So you sit down when you analyze the pattern. Now, I looked at you say. One of the cars, which had EPA staff and some of the journalists, had a head-on collusion with a truck that was actually carrying some pipes for Galamsey operations. So, Omu journey through Abuasi went from main road. And in fact, when you listen to her on UTV, National Security in Accra called that the Galamseyers had laid ambushes on Komu Bar. Kebi kwa nkombi ekome kunkrofo we. Tine so omo kofa kwan foforo di aso kofa dunkwaw. Na nkoboase ne nkawe de kwan ne mum. Eno be pie nkawe. Na car na esa no menya accident na eya Galamsey for car e de pipe uko. Internet a child say Galamsey is no boise. Galamsey is also on the carrier stretch. Once in Yamea now, matter some funny commentary be. Oh, mama shouldn't be blamed for Galamsey. And I'm blame Akufo-Addo for Galamsey, see, because they want to whitewash Akufo-Addo or MPP. Sometimes when people speak and they say, I don't know, I've told now on social media, I get upset at these things. Let's do a constitutional process here. When you go to Article 243 of the Constitution, we read them out. Or say, there shall be a district chief executive for every district, who shall be appointed by the president with prior approval of not less than 2/3 majority of members of the assembly present and voting at the meeting. The DC, that is 2432, the DC shall A, preside at the meetings of the executive committee of the assembly. B, be responsible for the day-to-day performance of the executive and administrative functions of the district. Aluta, Yenina 243. Who appoints the DC? DC, no appointing. It's the president. Right? Yeah. DC is the president. It is a Yakobebina Galamsey or and Galamsey is illegal mining and illegality is happening. You see, interestingly, when you read the Local Government Act, the DCE there is the head of security. The district police command respond to him. The district fire officer respond to him. The BNI operative for the district responds to him. The national security person for the district responds to him. Inti Galamsey koswa. Sa kwa we beka so ni me nyema miensa. Utwam for ye liar. Washada. And also you incompetent. Me gent me try me now right and there masa. That is 243. Yeah. And it is a Akufo-Addo and Shama Galamsey nya district bia. Wo see emblem wan. Aho aluta wotie. Otie wo ye DC so nim za. Ogugu se kuso ada and ofie. And professor no megu. Dabi. Nti e ba ye be di nsemfo ha na mane ye ba ya. Ye kwa akra esqua. Wo na be kwa no kuku na be kwa.
Yes, because we a hoster, you are the mirror in which the show reflects.
Exactly. So kuku come and ask you aluta then they see wa ha. No this are brief ni kwa akra. Yeah. So what are we talking about? So the DC responds to the regional minister, who in this case is my programs manager. Then he responds to the local government minister and the president. So if I'm fully man on some emblem wine, I'm not done. Article 243. Young Koso. Article 256. Okay. 1. There shall be a president. The president shall, with prior approval of parliament, appoint for each region a regional minister who shall A, represent the president in the region, be responsible for the coordination and direction of the administrative machinery in the region. Mijinamana we toka se mi blemu mama for Galamsey anyadwuma. Franka mwako yiti kromu a oboase ronte oni brief. Enka we pipes e kono ni brief. Cocaine ye de kwankwa mo nte nkoche. Yeah. Na ze wonte so ateke man yetimi jinane achi cocaine. Intelligence so that no munya intelligence for Galamsey. What are we talking about? Why from this hypocrisy? Because what ban was with the more president di. Me we yanko so me se me nya law ba law ne de ye be huru na mo sa kakra yinim no. Ko chapter 21 article 256 6 or say every mineral in its natural state in under or upon the lands in Ghana yenyina ho. Or say unya diamond unya gold rosewood Ghana mineral bi e wa ha bia tie or say in eshasase nim under eshasase na se upon edasase no so a tie in Ghana rivers se mineral no nsuom e wo stream water sources bia in Ghana nsuo ni bibia wo wanka mineral nkwan Ghana nsuo na ba wo fie no ni nyina no tie or say the exclusive economic zone and any area covered by the territorial sea or continental shelf is the property of the Republic of Ghana and shall be vested in the president on behalf of and in trust of the people of Ghana. What are we talking about in this country? I don't even kind of crunch the political party. They be a cousin on YouTube say. So I found fooling, you know, and the DMPP co-opposition.
The near Chirapan and the Akan kind is near Chirapan every carat of gold. Ounce of gold.
Carat Dawson.
Obi be fano.
Carat Dawson.
eye japade a de ahye omampanyinsa na wahwe ama obi awia
exactly
nyankopon so ada romantino we no interpretation of this, yes, we may not be caught, but also when you read anything at all from the constitution, obviously there are 3 ways or the be interpreted. Either you use the literal interpretation, the purposive interpretation, or the golden rule or the mischief rule. And wherever you want to look at this from, this is a trite knowledge.
Every mineral in its natural state, in, under, or upon any land in Ghana, rivers, streams, water sources throughout Ghana, the exclusive economic zone, and any area covered by the territorial sea or continental shelf is the property of the Republic of Ghana and shall be vested in the President on behalf of and in trust of the people of Ghana. Article 243, Article 256, Article 256, 257. These 3 provisions are why Mahama can be blamed for Galamsey.
And how can you Ghana you choose that purposive interpretation? So sometimes after say why explaining your macro, you said the law ought to be interpreted not only what it is, but also what it ought to be.
Yes.
So I remember the what can say you bear common sense. Commonsensically. Commonsensically. The president is in charge of OBR, including you and myself.
And I'm saying these provisions. No president, Mahama kwa president for Bebano. The back stops with them. Me see, Mimi programs manager we shiref muni ha. Tio, Yabana TV ayra. I'm the first person he will call. Before Kwesichum also calls him. The back stops with Kwesichum. So the back stops with President Mahama. Let's stop the hypocrisy from fooling. This is the constitution, the supreme document of the land. Mi wie yo. Alu to me say me wie mi wie. Shade. When you read the statement of Professor Kluche, he talks about what? Arms. The military. Yankoso. This week, Brony Krum, ya chenkro for 9 months for. A 2 number boy no yana Michel Liwa. Ya say for be Western pistols. E ye 2 a ya brofo de e no ne enje Ghana ha. About 2 months ago, manso 9 months for ya okay IGP task force. I'm say we have a IGP tax force. You see, when we always talking about Galamsey, my man, water quality, beyond the water quality, is the proliferation of arms. Who is the commander-in-chief of Ghana's armed forces? Who chairs the police council and IGP tax force? Who chairs? It's not the vice president. Obia me so be catch obia say untimi blame am for Galamsey no nim ni okeka. Any emotions no dey kasa, it's not fact. DC no. He is the head of the district security. Commander na won a report to one. It is the commander na Juma. The DC must report for the commander to be sacked. Say DC now so na complex that he must be sacked. Me see DC ni bi o baby so nim Galamsey na he threatens. He's a liar. He's feigning ignorance or he's incompetent. Mutimi ko tokrobim ko stop we produce permit. Tokrobim e dan yeti ya plot quarter plot so mutimi ko stop permit. Produce permit and stop work. Beba Galamsey ye ni pete command so do bia police station che Galamsey. Brony Krom report na ba na police station no me Galamsey no. Police station ye ni pa na 10 point no go. Ye ni pa na ti. I don't need chant trotire won sa. What is this? Answer. About Galamsey, there is we suddenly want to wear political partisan hat to be. Blame the president. Me say this you know what a Sutifi South. That day he should have been called to answer questions. Colizara resonte. Anameboa. Empinto. This in a new mutikrum. This anonym. This week. My intelligence and minya no kwesi prat confirmed it on Tuesday on Pisa ezu nyomo ye one tailings no unsa wo fa pechi e kwadu bia won sa hipster ya cheche kwakan aluta omo koto no mo de mercury ni ade na si Brony Krom no ma ho no na tie mercury ni si na obi aka oh ye so monya Galamsey o honum say Raj Jesus Christ Ghana na de no be ho no ade no be ho no o de fanta na ho anwea no ana coke. They use the same mercury, cadmium, arsenic, and Makato saying climate is a very infiltration. It seeps. You can see, but Me who say na menkyere no.
As a sonne kwase. A sonne
kwase. Do suko.
And we geographic account because eventually it will affect the percolative water within the earth crust.
And the water table.
Yeah.
Since so say ya Ghana to because some mutu bo ofiam so mu safe no. Enye safe. Kwasi pride obeka nkru hu ni say Accra no nkrofo bi onso mu ntu Ghana say Accra gold bi eni wo no. Omo to tailings no ma disguise ya faka akwa ma ko hu. And you say we shouldn't blame who? Me broni krom DCU. Me John Mahama. He is the president now proving to you. Article 243, Article 256, Article 257. All meanwhile Ghana ha uti ufie na anya gold as adano ufie wono abaye national security area.
As I say you dey about the dey your man there.
Exactly. Yeah. Entina mining act no. Contract wrong sign away. Oh, he man assignment na sasa Canada. Baba bi na na yes na Accra. So let's stop this fanfooling and this hoodwinking. See enim ye. Now you see me I'll be one of the people that I always talk against the excesses of the military. Hey, you're careful. Pay me brief, I'm a one. And you said I've always said I will never lie on any state agency. I will not do it if it knows by fact. The next time some of these guys try this at 9 months, you're perfect fool.
Can I go on na odi don nanim no? I know him personally. Sunyane oko 3BN oko ye garrison hwa. Time I know ho na beti school training school ho na ade. So he's a very calm, cool and collected gentleman. Say enye se minim no anka be me nwanwa se saade no chimisi ye. But minim no sane ya ne dimi na se de osi ye ne neman. That is why asem ne course no bi angu. Say any different person.
Mama 3 instances.
Yes.
Within a space of just about 8 to 2 months. Manso enuni hwediem broni krom and away. And you see what is most worrying for me is the first line. Or say we had the military with us. We had the national security with us.
Yes.
But then when we saw but then when we saw that we couldn't exchange fire or fight them, we had to run for our lives. Nipa 8 ewu. Mejo Mahama ewu. Enkura tomre mo mamu ha. One day, President Mahama na no mu be mo ano. One day, ebe vice president. And then son da see ebenya plane crash and nipa 80 bewu because of galamsey. So mo kolonchi community yi. And then son ho da say maame no utie UTV interview na o me channel the critical analysis we want to check. O say na o kamenem. You took men to lift him. Imagine akura na koto amana ni ma. Into the nano let your party's interests take over your mind and cast aspersions and insult. But makase posterity will judge us. So finally, Ghana Water Resources Commission.
Okay.
Look at it. Who's because maybe I declare I understand it, but they can't. There are various factors here they check issue. The best quality, the water index. Because beyond the turbidity, how murky the water is. Oh, yes, since when I say tea, and the turbidity. It's Ghana water, you treating a turbidity.
Okay.
I'm treating every metal. So I'm seeing so many mamma. Once again, you do issue is colorless. So we say
odorless and tasteless.
Yes, but the man say issue white now. Ghana water, or ma issue na put on a near white man now. Oh, issue there, but and treaty there. HV the alkalinity and acidity. A treaty water in the bachelor. Dissolve oxygen. Once water H2O.
Yes.
2 hydrogen oxygen. Say check is hard in na. Adeba question check heavy metals. Issue na ya white and say white. Heavy metals say the for any who arsenic cadmium. Na he water resource ratings you. Near 8 could be an good. Fair to good, 51. Fair, you are one of fair to good. What could tot sardine woody? Sardine na expire na 8. Say fair to good. This is the chart. This is the Water Resource Commission. When you look at it carefully, that I'm saying began somewhere 2012 actively. Look at the data. It's not your emotions, it's the data. Water Resource Commission. Now had the look at it. You zoo way no ampensia and Cobra River and the crowd as I say, omo dilution factor crane ye. I say beyond recognition. Look at it. Now here, ye major Joshua ha voter region. To when you look at it. Voter region hono. And I won't the activities of Galamsey. But here, do na ye poor water quality. Yellow no. Poor water. green here fairly good. You saw a one of my call you know a fairly asenye. And you know, Ebony maybe say ya. You may think why I'm passionate about it because Dr. Poku Sampina catch the Nkola ye umasabe omokoti kulibini ho. Ebiti mienu ebinsa basa. Consultant nephrologist, you can nephrologist obi o ye kidney problem. Doctor le cancer catch the consulting rooms. Especially in the Galamsey areas, cases eba. Dr. Kantu woman's fertility and my intimate wo. O de wa brand here. O ye come so po bebe or po ba o efie ni. Akwamansi ekopebi. Wo be pem so a. Anya na maame bi na ye no. Eye Galamsey no nsu no no ma na aduane a wo di no. These are the consequences of it. And the blame goes to the president because Article 243, Article 256, Article 257 says DC no one no bo ni din. Inti e ko baabi na say illegal mining na ekoso. I mean ka say me anya mining no. Me fi kwa bibrem. Eni achimabu akwa. Yeah, mining. Yeah. But it's the responsibility on behalf of those doing the mining. Inti se e ko na DC what na illegal ekoso. So yi wadi. Enya me use say na me yi madi. What we have done, any journalist e ko kaba tri nyame nko ankene ka beba na tuntumbo ha. E Rastos has done ko Jane ko Germany. Before you install the media for doing that, Rastos so Jane ko Germany. Ne family you do maybe unim secret and Rastos denam. So don't ana be kasa ignorantly. The only thing we can do is the evidence. Rastos documentary nene ama won to me and I'm caught. Yeah. If you don't know, Rastos documentary and I'm ask some Abuja for Petro 2022. So want to mini license to enter the Tano Marine Forest. That is the contribution of the media. What is left is the president to be decisive. Because baby you do know and the military one day a bear papa nankasa. Ne ekoche president Mahama. Look at it. Weapons. Yehumbi. Unim say even Bronicom intelligence. Ye che woman. All the two ane woman na say jama just for 9 months to be able to go. The jama the proliferation of arms. Ghana and Burkina Faso ne share border.
And I'm told say na story ne say yen nyina nim say na say ade ba ko abe problem wo man mu han say Ghana ni waba na ase say to abama no na wanya gidie wo na sem no a okanum na wato abama no no ebra so say so kom rehye badwafi a onko emra ya hyehye e wo KuroYiMuNsem kire say BBC ekoba say BBC na ntimi nko parliament a e say o seek permission. Say offer Article 97.1 of the Constitution no. Specifically, you can see no. E kire unsunsanso ne asotwe a e was say the member of parliament one core parliament na one sere kwan. Again, so I can kind of standing orders what parliament o kind standing order 16.1 no. And also Charles says so I am member of parliament. So bet you untimi nko parliament and you was say oh yeah. Now at KuroYiMuNsem 2nd March 2022. And the former Kumbugu member of parliament, Ras Mubarak Honorable. A petition speaker say ne hwehwe mu a wa peke from the Hansard of parliament. Actually say nipo mu didi so yi. Honorable Sarah Adwoasafo. That time, no a member of parliament or Domiko Binya. Henry Kwete, no why was so central. A Beneza Kwajukum, no wa Hunter West. And of course, Kennedy or Hine Japan, na yin him say a sin central na no. Hansard of parliament, a capture say. Na omo absent to more than 15 days, na permission enter to. Be news o krum ha deja ye kan ho asem ye kako nifa ye kako benkum ye kako yanim ye kako yachi ekowi akire na nsi hwe bi bia nsi o krum ha enya onwanwa se nipa nan ni nyina no se omukọ committee nanim se omankọ committee nanim se omukọ se den na omuka was it coincidence for ni nyina na Hansard that capture se omoye absent for parliament entimi ampane hwe obi antwe obi aso o krum ha. Now this is the story. Enra, I read from online. Say a member of parliament or what naririgu. So be a northern and I'm not in any way demeaning the town. It is just the pronunciation. Na le rigu Gambaga constituency member of parliament. Your friend Mumuni Nuruddin Muhammad. Na eno am hu so am yam shame. Atefo munim ni reason I would gina the floor of parliament. Or children the members of parliament to be entire absent. No. Say ya to aba yi nipa no. Say onko gina wanan mu. Ye representational democracy. Honorable Mumuni Nuruddin Muhammad say air conditions are a ward job 600 or more officers no.
Ana edoso ntino ene nkomo ofie ene na the chief justice mampeni abonidi emrahwebidwafo wodom behwe se womo beje no atum ana ho nsem bekose unim se minority no so adi kan akasa se womo de sa no ma nyina no womo enso soso sanse ensem bi ne namase a wono ente ho ase na ensem pinu aka we ho awards nso koso weekend ya etwamu na ehun sensem nyina nso ye de bampanimfo akasa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama edin sema tudwa part about galamsey and other issues enenemu otikokoso otumfo se tutu enso akasa and of course our this no ma pie mu ni ade nyina no nso no yensemo a yebedi mu enkomo na yatumi akoye de many people so wo mo flag bearership race ekoso no nyina no nsempi no afiri mu pie no pay ni nyina bebu mu nkomo de amawo but yenkodi nkomo kakra adwuma ho nsem hia na nimdie ehu hia in fact before see ye be kasakra ewo eye kasafidie su aye bedi nkomo yi no openi otemani mu yi chese ohwe omu nimdie ewo ne ye bedi ho nkomo no mu a enya asem ketwa me am shocked before baby microphone me kra mentanka mentanka ne sa sima nkomo a makasa wachiri dabi but I'm shocked na omunim die no wosoro Uniat Practical Institute miana mbo hu dawuro ha mene na kwadwo Jantuah anya asem keto edi hu dwabo hu dawuro benne nimdie no in fact Abia good morning bibi aboko de
na miadun bi aboko
and once was shocking me my speechless because at least ye kakra yinimu akire ni de me bisa ba bia na wo de me ko no ewe akire ho no ansan ye beba mfrem mitu chema mo
exactly that's it
mitu chema mo
that's it pa
Uniat Practical Institute wabene
bibia ewiase na ekọ no nkofo bebree aka say AI ebe replace jobs benye AI na ebe replace jobs no the people who know AI are coming to replace jobs.
Wow,
exactly.
Abusia on say yakra yakano ha ebe kakra wunya aduma anye ebe kakra AI ebe je aduma ni nyina aye but yen share other side of it.
Yes,
and he shocked me apia ewo Uniat na omuni animdifo a omotete Ghana for eni ama abefo kwan ya yefa so didwuma ye de afidie badwen ba computer edidwuma eno ono ye bedi ho nkomo enti twebe wa fidie no ne eni nkomo because I'm happy when enoma bia eye new eba na ebesesan ya brabo apia first of all Uniat Practical Institute eye school bay
okay Uniat senior dodona anim no eye school ma IT won tete but the my dance no eye practical IT training.
Wow.
You can practical IT training and you say do not say obra ye practical but be na school be na omonti de omo kan say. Oba Uniat practical from day 1 till so betro examination. Sine me make an.
Na say wo de won say yahwe.
Exam no enye pen paper exams. Also practical you do exams and no go for pen paper say you try.
You go school no me kai GHS. Now omo kan yi bia especially enoma yenche da ni laboratory ya de behwe no
sir
na ye teacher ni baako me kan no pa Mr. Bawua was inshira ne de wonhu ye nanso wagie di sa de no a wo kire no ewo ho enti Ghana yɛde sua no most at times no ɛyɛ deɛ yɛnhu ne yɛn so yɛgye di because kwa brochire deɛ wobɛhu yɛ no ane yɛde kyerɛ wo wode wo nsa som no wahu sɛ deɛ teɛ enti yɛ practical wo experience wode wo nsa som wahu sɛ ade no ɛyɛ nwunu ɛhye ba yɛ deɛ no deɛ ne yɛkyerɛ sɛ oh wei deɛ wo deɛ ɛhye but wo nsuo mu hwɛ nso gidi sɛ wo yɛde sua no ba mo deɛ no mo deɛ kwa brochire deɛ we will experience it yɛbɛso mu ahwɛ
exactly so
how does it look like
so over school so obey course your program see the your bebre
okay
your program say be your computer crada obe start free obi me start free wa build it up to advanced programs
okay
into oba so obey course now oba be no dey kan ma ho aka de
okay
your friend practical tools
right
enye say about books I'll be using and he say no books I'll be using cry e-books enye
sa do book physical books dey ya be paper enye paper say
no cry book kiti bi
betrum keke
yes the uhia pani or practical tools because the oba be no e practical la we are is either say you become the employer to be able to help sell by funk of for big mass set it up yourself to be able to employ others and I say obey for what we call unstoppable young coffee omo enyumema omo rough cra
untimi pam
omo boss is timi pam omo
usiro no
eno na uniyat graduate omo we uniyat no
yeah
ano obi bia so a wakoye ejuma bia na so bibia wa fa uniyat ni na ye ejuma bia no they always come for more.
Yeah, because nipa ni free wage money begu.
Oh, exactly. And very difficult to get someone with that kind of skill in IT. So be about unit, abi suya de no practically. So oba no abaye juma. Onim de. Enya safe na obe training we free school aba on say that nim bia ni papa do ye training no, but enye practical enough. Enunti na unit ho. Say we want the training to be practical enough. Snebe our student and as omo we wo ha no. EdumaSem enye dinkra nti main focus na EdumaSem na no cry ye beba ho
employability no
exactly
but said you work na so obi anim dia wokura bia wutimi ba
yes obi
because say unim computer mu say unim computer mu o se ba bia de obe hyase afiri wa obi a won level e de be hyase afiri abomu nyina ko duru ba bia so mu but yanhwe courses amoye wo ho ya na emu yedu kakra obi wa ntiase no nhwe da nim kakra eti ye wo network and cyber security engineering
ebom bako
obenya ni nyina
yes networking and cyber security engineering and one course
NKB kotria for network eno nko network no ye adwuma nsoro nkonkora awu ansa no wa ba hwe cyber no nko aso
eno nko aso
ana mudi bomu ama
yes oba networking nko ano emu ye dru papa ye oba networking na obesua the general computer networking network integration and connectivity printer to phone office connectivity communication connectivity and those network obesua na we are so was in intercom technology was in CCTV camera connectivity and management.
Wow.
CCTV no a course on each one. Sounds to networking mo.
Yeah.
We are was in security system installation, say access control. Say the answer clock we should answer money na. Into networking no sa course e wo na share networking na say no o kan bom kra na e bia na e ejuma kese a e ma wo.
Na SMP u dru ba bia e pono kra e bia ma wo yi. I bu ha sensor wo de wonsa na be sis one punu ya bie ni sa abefo ni nyina obesua
enye enkanye network ho e kan network ho wo uniyat
wow
enye se okusua network
enye networking
dey unsua we bi wo networking bie mo be bia I mean ubuso bia we sua networking akom details the chewa ubesua networking no wa be sua sanoma we na akika ho
yes am security engineering
wa san be sua cyber security
wow
cyber security no your 1 your 2 and your ethical hackers program. Ethical hacking is white hackers. Omo ye what we call testing. Say o system or software or now person say obonifo bit me abo erema and you need an ethical hacker to come and test it to see say ampa your system is good and as no be church of say oh into kontoko bi di da
nti fix
it no nti yen fix ni say ni fix ni say na strong yes you can see a cyber security one sema eno nko aba
je say kura Ghana say a problem
a very look me personally no dey anka ebeye anka you see a cyber security every primary school
as a course
yes
wow
So uba cyber security mu na ube share how easy, very easy. Akokwa me say if I get even your phone number, just having your phone number can even give me access to your passwords are waiting me use from 10 years ago till now.
Hey,
I'm telling you.
Some about my number, I'm
telling you. Says the number where is what are.
I made the end bro 15 years.
Yes. And these things are easy things, available things are your platforms. You have a lot of security platforms you can do all these things on. And it's very, very important. Say obu say ya hacking me email, ya hacking me. And look at the simple and obi be say akola class 1 cyber security in the SR. Ya hacking me
Facebook, ya hacking on
this simple, 2 minutes.
And we almost said that
yes, and we the basic aspect.
Wow.
And you say anything I buy airborne, they will say a compulsory. Say every government institution, a cyber security person or
no a bomb system, no
buying.
Wow.
Because they are buying TRC what is going on. Even a cyber security is a very big issue, you know. But to get a proper cyber security person, we see here or TRC to help you do all these things, you know, that is UNIAT, I'm telling you. Most companies, Babek school, UNIAT. When you come back, delay.
Wow.
If you are making a company be delay, we have to finish to train our people. When I'm saying employability, will come there. Every student will be with a pass of 60 or more. And Tnafi one dimple.
Wonderful.
I'm telling you.
But coming to business,
yeah.
And then I say, I bet for Kwansu near first with Dija into be our shop. Uti was me shop online, me shop online. Mudi say Juman me who e-commerce online business.
Yes.
How does it work?
Yes, that is online business and e-commerce.
Nejuma te saying.
Okay, and a broad program. Online business and e-commerce no. My man is simple. So business your business must be online. So number Oko online ebia interview one yanka now but UNIAT phone number ebeba pa eno ko be da o kese boom.
Right. Just Google search no.
Yes, just Google search UNIAT phone number and now UNIAT location in Kumasi and ebebe da o. Now I'm more direction you computer mu show more direction now obaba say 10 left 10 right what do be school pepe.
Wow.
And you can online business no. But no under what we call search engine optimization.
Your friend saying
search engine optimization.
Hey.
SEO. Send obi bo business keka. Bo UNIAT anase bo UNIAT UNIYAT. Obo ebe computer no so fair bon UNIAT or bon call about without going to the website actually. And your online business.
Okay.
And your and Dawson is part of online business.
Okay.
And your e-commerce so
okay.
E-commerce near understanding payment system integration.
Enti bi wa obetua sika no online ne sa no ma no. Ano so ye ma onim de.
Ye ma sa nim de.
Bi kra anyi usika ni. Behwe no watua na akoto obi account.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Obetua how to do security shopping online.
Okay.
So to ade free abrochire e de aba o use Ghana card ya unhia bibia so be sene sika ma obia obetua.
Obi a onko China o. Enso okra no ma ba de bia.
See ade be bring ko China. See ade o eja China cry. China go into kwani obi em.
This is what you are no ma ba no
obi etwem kra de dada. Bibia obewa ha ye be shaping about content be dru kama research na.
See the stress involved so be na play mu akone who can na
etwem. Anything na new man no eba from no. Recent people say new man no born no from kakra because of online business inside man na ekoso no. So this thing and now obesan so esua online portal development. Say you build it online platform I did ton.
Wow.
Just say wow, you say online you build your website. Or do you go or be so or call website or bar or better can be good or and I was signing at the end of money per chrono.
Enti ye no ye adwuma wura wa betumi akosua ye e wo UNIAT. Ni atre wo ye nya sa fi na.
So be
bia besua no de aboa wo business
no yes.
E na wo so a wutu kwan kofa no ma na ye say wutumi tena fie e import wo no ma ne ba.
And crowded.
Enti wo so besua.
Exactly so.
UNIAT. It's wonderful.
Absolutely.
Na ene di abaso no before say de be wie kra. No ma mienu bi. Eba computer hardware engineering and a phone technician. Was a mobile phones abedoso.
Okay.
Obia phone say ebi die tonsuom ebi kura na batimi fa no de ne sia bom se kaw. Say mo trebi e wo ho na sign it here.
Okay, so computer hardware and mobile phone technician course, no.
Yeah.
A combined program.
Right.
A ban of computer repairs, laptop repairs, tablets, mobile phone repairs, mobile phone software.
Right.
So that course we nanya yaka abom. And also we have what we call network hardware.
Okay.
The network technology, and also we how to repair and install network gadgets.
Okay.
And also hardware mobile phone technician on. A full program. Practical training in make na.
Okay.
Oba besua sa program na o skill ultimately start ejuma immediately.
Wow.
Immediately o skill no enti se obi a wakosua wo
afi no de wada
master ho anaza wakosua wo kwanche nda bi.
O de ne papa.
Me fa no call it say CCTV camera.
Yeah.
CCTV camera no enye CCTV camera say camera ebobo here o. Your advanced CCTV cameras are camera ebobo ekwan ho obusa won say e connect ko she edan be mu no o ma monitor o
brain intimu ede.
Exactly.
But I know we'll have another time.
Exactly.
Na yasa akobi mu ye.
Yeah.
But quickly on the AI and the AI aba. Just a minute.
Okay.
What is exceptional about the Amoyo?
Okay, so all the courses are what we call they've been are building on AI platforms.
Okay.
Into course be a no. Say hardware network and can was be osanso AI esanso ebata ho AI esanso bata sa course no
nti we nyina na de account ho
yes AI if any core competence
okay
e can course bia obey nyina ho
wow
powerful AI platforms as na me cheche match no
right
obi use just AI to be able to build AI no this see a dino any plan ekoji obisika 5,000 Ghana cedis ego ne bottom within 5 minutes
right
nti ye kan na say baby areas in air corner if you do not have a skill ebema omu aiha you become what we call ordinary person.
Sure.
The person with a skill is called a specialist.
Yeah.
It means all special skill be a distinguishing or a money down from other people.
Yeah.
So it's very, very important. So be skill, practical skill will be anti influence him.
Okay.
And we be a reason corner into IT. Name can
right.
IT is will make people lose their jobs, and those jobs will go to people are more named there in artificial intelligence and IT. Yeah.
Right. For number no to Jana location na fi yem fancy and you say nya bread inkomo.
Absolutely. Your number is 0555 38 48 0555
Ebusia for number no
38 48. Yeah, two signs so.
Right.
Your branches in Kazankati Bebre afun kwanta and the carbon higher. But
okay.
ye ehode enyo ho na obeba.
Okay.
Obeba your main place no and no susan so.
Okay.
Family push on to bus stop or family chapel. In Chemu how do family chapel ha. Normally convincing go for I almost said the MTN office the cabin no.
Ba obetra ho no.
Enye no obetra ba susan so bus stop wa the family chapel on Check road. Yeah, check road.
All right. Abia, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You need yat and you know atwetwe nkomo no and my pa ba bisua bi na adwuma ho nsem no Ghana sisi no wa enya bia na onso kra bi ba fia se de wa mobra bi ti unit na be boa kai say new STC ultra modern bus terminal no e wo Kumasi STC GH Express okofa dia for any chimu asafo labor roundabout to
no ebi nya adwuma bebre asese de ka ho bi nti na members of parliament omoye absent we nya me aluta me tie me na me ka. This is something what can over the floor of parliament. I will not be a hypocrite. Me ntena ha nyenya atwem. Me say me see say nyesa na me car akodi mechanic ho a me work condition wo me car mu. Depending on the temperature I will turn it on. Me fie me air condition wo depending on the temperature I will turn it on. So me ntimi ntena ha nyenya atwem say air condition any ni row a play e wo nipa abrabom wo ba bi e yadri. But you can't tell me said you have 600 air conditioning nyadum. There are not enough reasons, sir. Say parliament conveyor. You are not supposed to go to parliament. And this is the highest point of it. And Mami Jenny around. Every say, what is happening? Ubedia this from January to March. our parliament, your friend the August House, it's 43 times, you know. Your members of parliament out of 43, you know, be absent without permission. Emphasis mine. Absent without permission. 22 out of 43. Be absent 17 out of 43. Be absent 16 out of 43. Be absent 14 out of 43. Now you see a chiriko kwa yedinima, ye shane man at yedinima. And nama young men so no, yam fire senche. This a baby a shemra, baby a shemra. Say yes, simre tiasia. And a more shemra na brain. What are you expecting from us? To baby out here no pay biano, a sense of it. You can navigate on the internet. You see the story, it is there, captured by all the tabloids. All the prominent news portals in Ghana. The story is captured there. Mumuni, Honorable Mumuni, Nuruddin Muhammad, Member of Parliament, Naririgu Gambaga constituency. I see a condition, the job 600. I say, I am not here to glorify, say, Member of Parliament office, air condition, I say, a man say, well, Brian, fix it. That is not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, in this era,
so DBI fine pa best illegal mining report in Ohimiteria AJ with Love FM 99.5 and of course Joy Sports Journalist of the Year and also Maftawu Nabila Abdullahi. One winner among congratulations of course Adum TV best account TV station of the year. Nina Ekeka Joy FM Asempa FM Omina Asempa Kusi saying Omina AJ Awards a Chelsea multimedia ejinemu brand ya yesomo kwan sonko so kra turn around eba si anafi ni aka na nakwadwo Jantuah e dia atwa so
is this a reason I was will be in parliament abadwafo atena se na ya ni omo to aso anopai kukurantu misuni. Time check. Story ne say. Yenyina yenim se na nsen ade ba ko abe problem wo man mu han se. Se Ghana ni waba na ase se to abama no. Na wanya gidie wo na sem no a okanum na wato abama no no. Ebra so se so komre hye badwafi a onko. Emra ya hyehye e we KuroYiMu nso kire se BBC ekoba se BBC na ntimi nko parliament a e se o seek permission. Say offer Article 97.1 of the Constitution, no. Specifically, you can see no. A chira unsunsuanso ne asotwe a e was say the member of parliament one core parliament na one srekwan. Again, so I can kind of standing orders what parliament okay standing order 16.1 no. And also Charles so I am member of parliament. So bet you untimi in parliament and you was oh yeah. Now at KuroYiMu 2nd March 2022. And at the former Kumbugu member of parliament, Ras Mubarak Honorable. A petition speaker said Ninhwehwemu wa peke from the Hansard of parliament. Actually say nipo mu this way. Honorable Sarah Joasafo. That time, no a member of parliament or Domiko Binya. Henry Kwete, no why I was so central. Ebenezer Kwajokum, no wa Hunter West. And of course, Kennedy or Hine Japan, na yin him say Asin Central na no. Hansard of parliament, e capture say. Na omo absent to more than 15 days, na permission enter to. But ye news you krum her deja, ye can wasam ye kako nifa, ye kako benkum, ye kako yenim, ye kako yechi, e ko wiachi na nsi bi biansi okruma. Enya onwanwa, se nipa nan ni nyina no. Se omukọ committee nanim, se omanko committee nanim, se omukọ ese den na omukaye. Was it coincidence? Se for ni nyina na Hansa that capture se omoye absent for parliament. Then timi ampane hwe obi a hwe obi a so okruma. Now this is the story. Enra, I read from online. Say a member of parliament or what Naririgu. So be a northern and I'm not in any way demeaning the town. It is just the pronunciation. Na le rigu Gambaga constituency member of parliament. Your friend Mumuni Nuruddin Muhammad. Na eno ami hu so mi yam shame. Atevo munim ni reason I would gina the floor of parliament. Or children members of parliament to be absent. No. Say ya to aba yi nipa no say onko gina wanan mu. Ye representational democracy. Honorable Mumuni Nuruddin Muhammad say air conditions are a ward job 600 or more officers no air conditions no ebi nya adwuma bebre asese de ka ho bi nti na members of parliament or may absent. We nya me aluta metia me na meka. This is something waka at the floor of parliament. I will not be a hypocrite. Me ntina ha nya atwem. Me say me see say nya na me car akodi mechanical me wear condition wo me car mu. Depending on the temperature I will turn it on. Me fie me air condition wo depending on the temperature I will turn it on. So me ntina ha nya atwem say air condition any ni row a play e wo nipa abrabom wo ba bi a yadri. But you can't tell me say job 600 air condition nyadwuma. There are not enough reasons say parliament conveyor you are not supposed to go to parliament. And this is the highest point of it. And I'm journey around every say what is happening? Ubedia this from January to March. Our parliament, your friend the August House, it's 43 times, you know. Your members of parliament out of 43, you know, absent without permission. Emphasis mine. Absent without permission. 22 out of 43. Obiaye absent 17 out of 43. Obiaye absent 16 out of 43. Obiaye absent 14 out of 43. Now you see chiriko kwa yedinima ye hye ne man at yedinima. Enama yenwen so no yemfa ye senche. This about bia ye hyemra, ba bia ye hyemra. Say yesisi mre ti ase a. Ene ye amo hyemra na brain no. What are you expecting from us? Tiba bia oti anopa bia no e asensebe. You can navigate on the internet. You see the story. It is there. Captured by all the tabloids. All the prominent news portals in Ghana. The story is captured there. Mumuni, Honorable Mumuni, Nuruddin Muhammad, Member of Parliament, Naririgu Gambaga constituency. I see a condition, the word job 600. I say, I am not here to glorify, say, Member of Parliament office, air condition. I say, a man say, well, Brian, fix it. That is not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, in this era, is this a reason I was will be in parliament? About your four say na yani omo to aso anopai kukurantu misuni time check story ne say yenyina enim se na nsen ade ba ko abe problem wo mamu han se Ghana ni waba na se to abama no na wanya gidie wona sem no a okanum na wato abama no no ebra so se kom rehye badwafi a onko emra ya hyehye ewe KuroYiMuNsem kire se BBC ekoba se BBC na ntimi nko parliament a so seek permission. Se offer article 97.1 of the constitution no specifically you can see no a ekira wunsunsanso ne asotwe a e wa se de ma member of parliament a one core parliament na one sere kwan again. So I can kind of standing orders what parliament or kind standing order 16.1 no and also Charles so I am member of parliament so bet you untimi core parliament and you was say oh yeah now at KuroYiMuNsem 2nd March 2022 and the former Kumbugu member of parliament Ras Mubarak honorable a petition speaker say ne hwehwe mu a wa peke from the Hansard of Parliament. Actually, say, Nipo did this way. Honorable Sarah Joasafo, that time not a member of Parliament or Domiko Binya. Henry Kwete, no why was so central. Ebenezer Kwajokum, no wa Hunter West. And of course, Kennedy or Hene Japan, na yin name say Asin Central na no. Hansard of Parliament capture say na omo absent to more than 15 days na permission enter to abeye news okrum ha deja ye kan ho asem ye kako nifa ye kako benkum ye kako yanim ye kako yachi ekowi akire na nsi hwe bi bia nsi okrum ha enya onwanwa se sa nipa nan ni nyina no se omukọ committee nanim se omanko committee nanim se omukọ se den na omukae was it coincidence for ni nyina na Hansa that capture say omo ye absent for parliament entimi ampane hwe obi aso okrumba. Now this is the story. Enra, I read from online. Say a member of parliament or what naririgu. So be an ordinary na ntimi am okro ni din ni ya fache me. I'm not in any way demeaning the town. It is just the pronunciation. Na le rigu Gambaga constituency member of parliament. Your friend Mumuni Nuruddin Muhammad. Na enro am hu so me yam shame. Ativo munim ni reason I would at the floor of parliament. Or the members of parliament to be entire absent. No? Say ya to aba yi nipa no say onko gina wanamu. Ye representational democracy. Honorable Mumuni Nuruddin Muhammad say air conditions are a ward job 600 or more officers no air conditions no ebi nya adwuma bebira say de ka hu bi nti na members of parliament or may absent. We nyame aluta metia me na meka. This is something what can over the floor of parliament. I will not be a hypocrite. Me ntina ha nyanya atwem. Me say me see say nyasa na me car akodi mechanic ho a me work condition wo me car mu. Depending on the temperature I will turn it on. Me fie me work condition wo depending on the temperature I will turn it on. So me ntina ha nyanya atwem say air condition any ni row a play e wo nipa abrabom wo ba bia yadri. But you can't tell me. Say you have 600 air condition nyejuma. There are not enough reasons, sir. Say parliament conveyor. You are not supposed to go to parliament. And this is the highest point of it. And I journey around. Every say, what is happening? Ubedia this from January to March. Our parliament, your friend the August House, it's 43 times, you know. Your members of parliament out of 43 no ebi absent without permission. Emphasis mine. Absent without permission. 22 out of 43. Obi absent 17 out of 43. Obi absent 16 out of 43. Obi absent 14 out of 43. Now you see a chiriko kwa yedinima ye shane man at yedinima. Enama yanwen so no yemfa ye senche. This a baby a shemra, baby a shemra. Say yesisi mre ti ase a. Ene ye amo shemra na brain no. What are you expecting from us? Ti baby a ti anopa bia no e asensebe. You can navigate on the internet. You see the story, it is there, captured by all the tabloids. All the prominent news portals in Ghana. The story is captured there. Mumuni, Honorable Mumuni Nuruddin Muhammad, member of parliament, Naririgu Gambaga constituency. I see a condition, the word of 600. I say, I am not here to glorify, say, member of parliament office, air condition. I say, a man say, well, Brian, fix it. That is not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, in this era, is this a reason I was will be in parliament? About your father say, na ya ni omo to aso anopai kukurantu misuni. Time check. Story ne say, yen nyina nim se na nsen ade ba ko abe problem wo man mu han se Ghana ni waba na ase se to abama no. Na wanya gidie wo na asem no a okanum na wato abama no no. Ebra so se so komre hye badwafi a onko. Emra ya hyehye e we KuroYiMuNsem kire se BBC ekoba se BBC na ntimi nko parliament a e se o seek permission. Se offer article 97.1 of the constitution no. Specifically you can see no a Echira unsunsanso ne asotwe a e was say the member of parliament a one core parliament na one sere kwan Again, so I can kind of standing orders. What parliament? Okay, standing order 16-1 no. And also Charles so I am member of parliament. So bet you untimi in parliament and was oh yeah. Now at KuroYiMu 2nd March 2022. And at the former Kumbugu member of parliament, Ras Mubarak Honorable. A petition speaker said, Ninshishemua wa peke from the Hansard of Parliament. Actually, say, Nipo did this way. Honorable Sarah Joasafo. That time, not a member of parliament or Domiko Binya. Henry Kwete, no Waya was so central. Ebenezer Kwajokum, no wa Hunter West. And of course, Kennedy or Hine Japan, na yin him say Asin Central na no. Hansard of Parliament, a capture say. Na omo absent to more than 15 days, na permission enter to. But ye news you krum her deja. Ye can ho asem ye kako nifa, ye kako benkum, ye kako yenim, ye kako yechi, e ko wi achire na nsi hwe bi bia nsi okrum ha. Enya onwanwa, se nipa nan ni nyina no. Se omukọ committee na nim, se omanko committee na nim, se omukọ se den na omukan was it coincidence se for ni nyina na Hansa that capture se omoye absent for parliament. Entimi ampane hwe obi antwe obi aso okrum ha. Now this is the story. Enra osoro asade ene akyeye yebesom Ghana yebesom Asanteman na yasom your focus Ghana your focus Sikadwa the collective good no ene adwene ho emre bi kwasi twum dwumadie ye ne dia radio station multimedia ye ne dia no oni ye nyina ye hia ye especially ye aye kasa wo emframa mu no multimedia wo ye morning show talk show for ni news editors na asifo nyina kwasi twum ni ye hia ye eno ka de ba ko kire ye sabre no na yewra Kene Japan se or the cocaine and the ball ne bra inti multimedia no cocaine and or the shase Kene Japan some be kaya one kind so me kai or say kwasi twum e the cocaine and ye na dwuma nti sade ne ba ye na akoye bebre ni nasefo no kofo kansem ni bebre wankasa na oshia yen as a leader and as a CEO of multimedia no and o say yengusu nye adwuma mayen ha ye ho ne mo ka one striking to no say we must make sure that we are at the side of the people. Yewra kwasi twuma multimedia ye ne dia no sa asem no ka kire nyina say make sure we are always at the side of the people and not the politicians. Sa philosophy no e wo bia o ye adwuma o multimedia trim and they say debiara da de beboa nipa no ene enye maye nkohwe politician bia nim ne emfa nya adwuma nti multimedia aban beba akọ aban beba umpe multimedia sem if we say multimedia is always at the side of the people yenye perfect but enyoma multimedia ye wo kurom ha any contribution to national discussion and governance enyoma multimedia ye for the past 30 years no without multimedia influence in Ghana and Kamanyo for both NDC and people mbeye de omope enu ntina omo kan bibia to multimedia so a emfa no do you know why? Because multimedia onwia obi ade multimedia otua netwo multimedia enya politician ene hye multimedia ni ase 2020 MPP forecast say John Dramani Mahama ama kwasi twum $50 million say yemfan 2 MPP aban engu 2012 NDC 4 led by Okujeto Ablakwa and abusafo bi e boycotted Joy FM 2023 there about 2022 then I see ye MPP 4 say na nakojo Jantuah show so oye NDC ni enti omu massa show no so da o ma boycott enti show ni be gu Edrumebi the regional minister then Honorable Simon Semensa say in Shre FM there on ma mimi show so da e be say only the enti America we me say kwasi twum say be at the side or on the side of the people always. Adie bi a wo ye no, dwene nipa ne ho ne fa ya adie. Eno nti ne ye betena ha, de beboa nipa ne aye. The entry multimedia assembly say we are independent, credible, fearless, independent, credible, and fearless journalist. And ye waha independent say enya MPP ni ndis na bet say there was ye
fearless say yemfa ehu enya adwuma obienu a multimedia oyehufo ehu nka multimedia your orientation ho. That is why we don't care about politicians. And into the Jantuah betimi aka na asem akere NDC a omfa ho. Obetimi aka na de akere MPP a omfa ho because we don't care about politicians. Medical kan wa hadada na bi ebi wo ho amhyeda ntiase. Me enye multimedia ene se me enye politics and kan me nye. I don't need politicians to survive my show. Obi a woni minim sa. Na so first me ba be morning show no. Na NDC ni MPP. Ye yi sa de ni film because I said I don't like that kind of stuff. Emwa I don't need MPP ni NDC anopo mo beka dey. Entina to the bia na yi Syria show be na timika Syria callers man mfre because I wanted the Syria callers to know say without Syria callers no ye betimi aye show. I wanted NDC ni MPP for so meti ase say I don't need NDC MPP to survive my show. And I prove you wrong for the past 5 years. Ya contain ya hold it forth. Multimedia in FM. The entire won't mean yen no. Your time near say ketwebi, but and one abeti. Obe can de and one abeti. Upe dia attempts and one abeti. And now no pay MP before any up and one no metie. And Nana Jantuah Jimmy was say onim de oka multimedia and also and one awuti because me an abeti muntimin tiobia. And in the hand, Hamuhu, a choir, aqua with the unquani, and so still me and abeti me. Obeko could see a radio station for me and abeti. When Tiemia, Obe we are coming YouTube, we are becoming social media because me kasa winning say and make influence. What a fearless nasi. Yeah, Juma Makwesichum, me nya Juma Makwesichum. Me nya adwuma ma Jimmy Agla madika kasa asem na bebia me wo bia me ye adwuma ma Australia Yankrompon. That is my focus. So bit is a matro na me cha spiritual entrepreneur wonte mase bebia me ye adwuma bia no me ye adwuma se Yankrompon busa me se me ma wasa akwanya ne de na wo de ye ya metimi akabi unnim na Jantuah go and research about na Jantuah. Adia ba kwa empusi me ne Saudi ehunehuna na ube hunehuna me emfa na me ehunehuna me go back to my parents ma muni matempa boni papa ye ehunehuna me o de obetimi aya ne se obede obebome ana abekume two things ebi aho odin chem ntu so obebome ana abekume enioma mienu apart from that bibia ni ho a obetimi de ehunehuna me bibia ni ho a obetimi de ehunehuna bibia ni ho a. Do you know what it takes to be a Katanji? Yeniya dienye no. Until we have foot soldier NDC MPP. Now we so tie me na wa adwen say ye catch us kodidi na Jantuah atem na ye keka ni sa wati emfa. Me say wudi say na Jantuah nya dia mentie me. Sa wususu say me show me ye no airtime ompe a mentie me enya force me boa. Unhu me atwam social media men comment me boa. Adentina me kan Dr. KuroYiMuNsem obuafu se me nyobia adentina se me nyobia na ejamie se me nyobia na me kan Dr. KuroYiMuNsem na obi ani abre na say na otetiwa na na kwasitum na hwa se me nyobia ene ejamie because mo ka tell se me nyobia me boa MP before mu tie me man kan tell se me nyobia na ma share show no time am ka se ma boycott show no na show ni begu no mo ka se me nyobia me boa me so me ka tell se me dim go opposition me ka tell se me make sure say MPP lose me ka tell mu me boa enya me na me kopa acho say MPP form na me show so let me tell you enya me na me kopa acho wo that day ne kra na JFK ba ha no bra mo breye eye because I respect my boss Jimmy Agla ni okuku omunti antina ma me beta na me se me ntena ase enya me na me ka say oh afi MPP for momra enya me nka me mpa acho da that day Jimmy Agla my general manager and me programs manager and me kasa ya say ompese me host that day kra na me se me host because I wanted them to lose. MPP before lose no more idea. Senana Jantuah Nyobia. I wanted them to lose for you to know the influence. They didn't know about me ayo. But nipa etie nipa fire adwene in nipa mpanyifo a mutie no mu dia fa adwene, you don't have an idea. What is social media so Senana Jantuah Nyobi? I can bring you down. And I proved it in 2024. Namu kosia namu plan 2021 why na MPP form mpanyifo kosia plan fa Nana Jantuah ye be ni day ye be ni say yenye ni say ye mafia no yenche no yenye say ni nyina ne ya we. But the drew baby se nipa bi ye na adwen se ade am ye ne ma nye ne yi a wa ye no wa fan se enye hwe me kasa asem ma nkofo atiase se wonim Nana Jantuah, go and research about Nana Jantuah. Me ba ye nyoma bebre wo ho amagyan efri se empanyifo ne metena so se Nana we de ano ohye nyoma bebre wo ho a ye general manager be frame programs manager na mpanyifo from Sinana wo de eno anu ba de kan say aha ye say nyoma bebre wo ho a ya sepu mia ma se say nyoma bi wo ho a menka na nka ne din sa na ne edi hye ase na ne edi wie ya wo hwe nka nkrofo kra nya problem ede na menka no wa ha emamu me catch you say na Akufo-Addo ya hantan ogu party no ede na manka eno na menya atan wo kromu ha because say na Akufo-Addo ogu party no bia obetake over no bebre no yenko 2023 na menche wade me ma wo certain history me chiro certain history bra Facebook na menche onyoma me kafa MPP ho a omunim se meta wo mo de bia ni wa me kafa MPP ho amem. Because that time na namugu so dada na Akufo-Addo ni baumia no ye ne e pena asam ne e ka no kra kire no then time na ma adwene sia ye ka bibia kire ma na muntie no ye time ne ye me ka no kra no pa bia kire say we ni na be koso ana motia ana mu ye dede me se wonim Nana Jantuah ye mfa hunehuna ye mfa social media ye mfa sa nyoma ne mfa me ho enkame. Me say ade we na meye enti na be defense I am here obi aso be me am nko am betimi defend me ho ye won yo ma bebri amako ama o man na me nko na me bo me kakoye. I don't need people me person me ye bibi kra na me ne me yire kra discuss se me person me ye bibi a de nyoma ehye me tirimu ne de nyankopon person me ye no unhu so enti metena ha na me ye bibi a wonti ase o predict emfa. In 2023, I said something. No, not this one. Not even this one. I said something about Dr. Baumia and Nana Akufo-Addo. Ye hu so melu no. Na nyene bra Facebook na me October 28, 2023. She de me troye. Enyoma me ma mo signals nyina say MPP be lusu no. Mo amfi me, monim say na me mpem asem. Mo ana mo do na ye be breaki 8 na ye be breaki 8 na Nana Akufo-Addo adwuma pa ene Dr. Baumia ye catch them. Why na efie? Nobody. You talk say I hated you. October 28, 2023. Look at what I wrote. See, bra Facebook na be he. I said Baumia will win on November 4, but he will lose. Now 2023. Ni Jantuah ba. But he will lose on December 7, 2024. He will suffer the mess of chairman and himself. Screenshot this for later. Ye who say MPP are win no. Na enya mo 2024 no. Me catch you say no more to about prime minister. Eye de obe wini, but obe lusu December 7, 2024. Na mu din konkonsa say Nana Jantuah ye NDC ni na ompe Baumia-sem. Na ompe MPP asem. Me no mienu. When empe they all kind of crash na mu say dey ne besi. Ene wo na wo to da no mo pe ni sika GNT na mo pe Baumia sika GNT e kom na ekron no na mo pa bonti man ka no kre na nche Dr. Baumia ene sika mo from the left and right nti ye mo bi ka no kre na mo pese ye be ka kire mo fabi to 2024 7 February 2024 hwe nyoma me kai unim time me kasa that was the timer yera Dr. Baumia eka ebie na no ka se na me ye ni nyina e de be na me ba meye enkran obi bu say the question say adenti na won fix ni sesia e no say me ye ni nyina e de be pa na me so me ba me ye de sa asem na o kan no enti 7 February 2024 na me trust sa de we say Dr. Bawumia has reduced his chances of winning too early. Who advised him to speak in this way? Eradi nyame. Na me kan sa asem no. Ye hu say Dr. Bawumia lose no enye no, but we kept on telling you guys. We next one. Me pesa oba na bet me chira wa mo hu say Nana Jantuah. O penasem o penasem obeye na dwuma. O ka che kwasitwum so onyi me media o chena me ye adwuma. O ka che kwasitwum se kwasitwum e Nana Jantuah pam na o chena me ye adwuma medidi. Me ka sa asem we sa amena no na matini huhu se napo ena Dr. Bawumia ebeyi na se vice president yemu bi yeni mpanyufo bi a me mpese mebo omudi e kasa wa akire ho omobo Dr. Bawumia. In fact we kra de me madam funu no ma membo na me hu nyoma eka Dr. Bawumia, many honorable are you a free ye or Ben Dr. Bawumia pa madam for no ba happen. Many need him come and say, Doctor, Matessa mo pesa mo de na poba. Ma men kanchiro, me na po ye minia. Ye nyina free pechi na matu, abusua ba ko moja ba ko. Ba mo de na poba, mo be lusu. Enti ka che Dr. Bawumia say mane nye na adwene say o de na poba. Onko fo bi foforo. And Dr. You can say, oh, then another was 7 years, and oh, maybe I'm a fro, and he didn't. He's my best friend. Dr. You is one of my best friend. And I'm a cancer same way. Said there, Dr. Bawumia, wow, crowd muno bre, it is all in a poba, a semu besi, me can't want them. Yan female, and I'm going to pobai. Me no me no wine and peba umiasem. Una na wo ka cha ne se na po be boa no na po na ekọ na po na eye sei na po de obema sei no miminu mienu na me ka cha se na po moa no minu mienu hwan na mpeba umi asem. Next one quickly yenye fast I want to align something we are near dim komo we me ka cha 2018 me ka cha John Mahama say on wini obia no ni me ka say John Mahama on wi me am a researcher my year entina me catch say there's no way MPP be winning 2028 obi obe catch say MPP be winning no catch this o the screenshot and now the cancer me say MPP ntimi winning 2028 medical catch entia nya na me edru wa be kan me say obi obe that down say MPP be winning 2028 and emfa enya no kre market today emfa. Yanko next one. This was what I twisted. Even at that time, I make say John Mahama on we need 2020. And this is for so pamia kama. And this is for so pamia say Makaka say John Mahama on we need 2020. Uni mia no research it. I don't survive because of NDC and MPP. I don't even care. So I didn't know an M1 Ghana. I am at the side of the people. When you know Dr. Damboche 29 February and na said Dr. Bawumia lusuno. No more that no catch and said Bawumia will win December polls with over 50% votes. No more that no. Minimum mienu why nem pe Bawumia sem. Me and America no krena chem say the moya Bawumia obelusu because na Akufo do say party no me no ne mo anamo dada ne say we win awie no benya 140 seat no me no mienu why nem pe Bawumia sem. Next one quickly. Next yanko. Bra Facebook me chira won nyoma bebree. O man ni baby adru me I am called to serve Ghana. I am called to serve Ghana. I'm not called to serve multimedia. I'm not called to serve NDC and MPP. Me dear ne passion no. And yet to say a common dem na person me radio. Tie enyoma mienu. And yet to say a common dem enti na person me radio. Me ba radio mu because I wanted to change the narrative. Me ba radio because na me tie morning show akwaya NDC MPP ai. Na me time na me hi because na mfa mpuntu obi ama me ba radio mu say me ba be sesa nneoma no me ba be sesa NDC ni MPP no na me ba radio ma be kire wo say you don't need NDC MPP ye wa krachefo ne animdifo ne mo amutie ye ya munim nyansa chen politicians no enti ye ma mo akwanya instead of NDC ni MPP eno kire me ba radio mu say me be bie wani na ye nyina ye ne abie ne ehu say ye betimi ako amon with unity yen twema because we NDC ninti say NDC ni ba on kanasem ye enye sanamba radio me ba radio mu say ye be changing the narrative. We have changed it and then me free ham multimedia meaning say my ye de was me ye de nyankopon ka asem ye no my ye wie na me ko now on the issue of Haptel ya can no ha but essence say bia bonti no e also me say repeat bi emrebi na yekosia esepfo esep omo ye nkrofo a eba energy a oma ben pa omo fan semtrofo bebre ene yekosia wo kwame nkromasua mu ena ne edidi nkoma na sa Haptel issue yi ebaye ena omo kire se ECG a ewo ho na agigi ni sika no MPP aban baye no o realize say ECG ntimi ngigi sika ene bi no mde PDS baye amfa no enti ekire no mu hu mo adwen say omonfa campaign bi mra na sa campaign no emeboa ECG ngigi sika mpacho tie nie ba ku ye Haptel no ansa na obi be ma kwan se obi ade ye private embe ye aban adwuma no gise ya pene so se woni procurement a se ukofa private company bi se ombe ye ade bi ma aban a se aban ana panyin no da institution na no ampene so a untimi nye enti aban na that time say Haptel no ene betimi aboa ECG akogigi sika na obye breakdown here realize say na Haptel ya sema ye ken aban de ba ya yewra Dr. Baumia ko lanche ye no e wo Jubilee House no ene ne ebra Facebook ne be he enti me ko kase na Nakufo Addo ne Dr. Baumia ne abusafo na de Haptel ne ba ya I am not saying say ono na de Haptel ye ne dia ono omo na kofa buy and I say repeat enti mon kan tem say Dr. Baumia nya aware say Haptel no omo pene so say Haptel emergency sikama ECG why na di omo buy nya na Nakufo Addo na president Dr. Baumia went and launched it Kenoforiata was part of it and omo de Haptel ne buy say emede say Haptel ne menya middleman Nanjiji sikama ECG na tieu. Yesi ECG na ankasa ntimi ngi ni sika. Enti Haptel ne emesem finfin ngi sika. Na Haptel gi sika na wate ne commission tieu. Meanwhile, yesi na wo se ECG busumi bia no anya bi omungi 2 billion pacho muntie because asa menya ka menka biem. Yesi ECG according to data no e wo so mu gi sika omungi 2 billion Ghana cedis. 2 billion. But that time na ECG 40 million be 600 million and I say 800 million. It is still na no nkoyi. Enti na ban pese company bi baba boama ECG omugigi sika na enko 2 billion otie. Anom dey Haptel buy. Haptel ne buy obegi sika no. Emranim ne contract no omutro say Haptel gigi sika na ye kotu electricity a enye ECG na begio Haptel na Haptel dia no ate ne commission tio sika na esua no Haptel sa dia no asa ate ne commission ote ne commission wi a Haptel edi sika na Ghana fo tua man no eda ne bank na Haptel say transfer sika na wate ne commission na wie say koma ECG account ma Haptel be sa charge omu commission in Shiraya fan mami sanka biem ebia wonte Haptel na se Haptel na me say na Kufuado ne Bawumia ne Kenoforiata mukofa ba at that time to make sure no the idea was say ECG phone timi ngigi sikaye enti the Haptel ne ba ene government.org ne na se for ne ba e betimi a consolidate. In fact, let me read something for you to understand what Dr. Bawumia said about Haptel. Nobody said Dr. Bawumia and only Haptel. But I insist that Dr. Bawumia Nana Kufuado Kenoforiata brought in Haptel. Omuna de Haptel by ebe making sure say anka umeji jisikama ECG. But we realized that they were shortchanging na more like a CCA and CC ECG. Because omu buy 2 billion a month was omu free ECG no. Omentimi anjiji. Mamin Kai Winchell, Vice President Dr. Bawumia has praised indigenous company Haptel and others for the development of Ghana.gov, a one-stop platform to enable citizens to easily access government services, simplify payment for public services. In a Facebook post after the launch, he said, I am excited that once again, we did not tie brofuno. Or say, I am excited that once again, we did not, one can say, they did not. We, including him, Dr. Bawumia, did not have to go beyond our shores to develop and manage a platform to address a local challenge. Or say, afi Madam Asibiem, say dear, yen abaya Kenoforiata Bawumia, Nana Kufuado no, yanko abrochre se obin develop bibi maye. Nemo say Ghana for na ye bibia, ebe boyama problem eye local no, yet ye may solve it. To assume me, quick. To assume me.
Or say indeed, the spirit of collaboration and innovation exhibited by the local technology companies Haptel, Express Pay, and IT Consortium is worth commending.
Good.
Nice and Nana near Ochen say, sir, companies Haptel, Express Pay, and IT Consortium. Omujumedia omudi omaka omu hu abomu omudi no. Idea esweni. Next year,
yes.
He added that at the Jubilee House today, Wednesday, July 14, I launched Ghana.gov, a one-stop platform to enable citizens to easily access government services, simplify payments for public services, ensure prompt payment for the services,
simple,
and promote transparency and visibility of internally generated funds. Dubbed Ghana.gov. And can be accessible via www.ghana.gov.gh or short code *222# on any mobile phone.
Haptel now omuji 2 muno.
Yeah.
Haptel now omuji 2 muno.
Yeah.
Eye say omusi ECG.
Yeah.
Enti minjiji say sika no. Enti ene ye de Haptel be shem finfin no agiji sika na e go so omunya 2 billion a month no. But Haptel enti mi enya. The highest was 800 million. Now 800 million in so munya no matter commission. So on the way is it here?
Yeah.
And my ECG na NGJ.
Yeah.
So the argument was that I quite a scientific my example be waha. Say you wahai. So would the sika ba multimedia?
Yeah.
Would the ba direct? Na traffic for no o majisika no.
Yeah.
But a drew baby nebia ya simple you for be say oh traffic for no intimi NGJ. Ni akofa wo akokwa bejiji sika no
nti wa be shemfimfi
wa be shezi nti wo gia
no what ECG and the customers no nti wo no beje o shemfimfi ti customers no se payment o gisika no na watene de na wo de akoma ECG and na the percentage was 1.95 initially na man for can say 3%. But Haptel be chichrim. So okay, they had a press conference and explained all these things. Almost release this statement and so at the by say and yet 3%, but 1.95%.
Right.
And the Haptel retaining the omono equipu 0.95%. But 1% near mobile money transaction. Yes, almost send this kind of my ECG. No matter sir, mobile money not 1%.
And does it even make sense?
What you say? Because who sika mame ena ehun adi nyina ya kan si 1. Yaka ehun asem nyina say sika na mame then you bring a contract in say me transfer sika na ma wonti no say me transfer electronic transaction no a mobile money na etime no so ye wo
identikra na wo so ye ni mobile money wo bra betimi a transfer go bank so
that is
the mobile money transaction because mobile money there wo ya obetew nti adenti na Haptel mo e dey mo account e wo bank ECG accounts nie ye nyina ye wo accounts wo bank nti se me person obi transfer sika ma me a me dem accounts ama no wa transfer sika no se de ben ko ye mobile money transaction bia na akwakote me nti Haptel no tene de 9.95 na no asa send via mobile money na mobile money asate nti sika kakra na e wo se ECG nya no
It did not say this particular thing be a issue or maimu. And Nana may say one a painting be a local we Ghana phobia almost shares room. Ghana phobia me nubi a J anyone a painting be Omuna almost take shares was adi then me Nana I don't speak against Ghanaian companies near there Omube will say be bois I may economy yet me stabilizing but already a Haptel a bread buy a jume bedi ya. Ebeya ne ho se dum fukumfo and you see ECG no ane wo ho no manual things na no mo ye wo ho kro no loopholes no na wo adwuma na mu e wo adwuma na mu ye kopɛ materials aba logistics aba ye nko import mra na no ne ye ka se containers agire na omo di sika no yetimi twa sika bafuosi ye de kofa no ma aba na mpanimfo wo ECG mu no wo ma che sika na di. And ECG for local managers here, no more districts, and no more sectors, no. Na said you na omusi area sikama sikani hugunu. Haptel buy, you know. We saw a bit of difference, but the contract said you can contract structure and a problem. Said you no musi masikani be as a mobile money transaction. Sikano musu de kone ya semba Haptel buy. We saw that ECG sikako enimu kakra. Who said they're not near Kakran at least. But they didn't, but you see, the S is that their target was 2 billion. All right. They did not get target. No? What they made was just 800 million. Yes. And they have to but they were not able to even achieve that 2 billion. Yes. Nana target, no, I understand. Now, 800 million now, no one's out in the commission. Yeah. No, say a transfer was out in the commission. And you are there on TSA. You are telling me, sir. Yeah, it is okay. Nana, the issue is, sir, contract target no meeting is another issue which enka ECG and the government of Ghana should have been interested. Na Haptel no, no mudili because that is your target. When you're so fast, what you're watching na any aside immediate Haptel ne there. Me say if they will do proper investigation, go into it. Na omo esi yetwe omo asubia ya twe omo asubia bi asike bi anwura ko bia omo ye de a fine. But me na nke a nice idea. Omo de buy. I mean I don't forge that particular introduction. No, hold on. It is like the SML deal. Yeah. What can Oforia Tane abine that than here and say Baby and Nanko metimia restructure no majiju musikano. Yeah. No more the company for fraba. As I've been yesika for fro. That was what they were doing. Nana, you see, Adeba Kone say this Haptel no. So why previously no more SMS GH. It's not this time no omo buy new. I don't have They've been there since 2007 and all that. I'm not focusing on Haptel. What I am saying is that aban way adie bia no ye ne say se me bana me hu se multimedia ye de sika ba obi hwia ye yi sa nipa ne free ho ne de nipa obetimi ade sika na baba you don't bring another person so de sika no hwia no aba no ate wo de wo bra wo hia sika wo hia 2 billion or 800 million na watene de or transfer watenti sika no obeti no na bia aba 700 million. Doesn't make sense. Why don't you then cut off some microphone and let the ECG for no mere competent, train them and get the money directly without using any middleman. Now we had the ECGs there. ECG started book. Okay. No more you buying way buy Haptel no restructure. But it's going on. They say right now as we speak, I buy to me Jinapoma to me a restructure must say cash for a pricing system. As I say, Sikani Betoma Obi Enyane die. But still Haptel, right? No. It's still Haptel a network. No, I'm coming that it's still a network operation. They said Haptel, but sa contract now was so much commission. I buy we review. Nana, I'm not a contract. We have a problem, and the medical establishment. Even not, for them not meeting their target is a problem. But the issue is that near here a new strategy to deal with the loopholes now ECG and it's been over years since 2007. We are educating people. Yeah. First off, from Besemi Busanam de Bafomanko for Tiasi. What be a company?
Sikane what say obi tua ne direct. Hwe emre bi. Na institutions bi wo ho a te say universities no. Who tua school fees a wo direct. No wa tua makashia. Echiro mu
ebi okra no mati bi edi.
Omu so mu disika. Even at the senior high school, do you know what they did? Almost say, instead say wo this can be brain direct no. Kotua no bank.
Yeah.
Utua no bank yen accounts mu. Enti say wunya tua yen accounts mu be reflected. No problem. Omo yes no. There's no problem. Because Ken West and Asam Nasifo anyo madwin say ene yen be another company. Na students in tia no munti omo cash because you need the money. So very simple. Aban ECG for no ususu say omunji sikani nyina. Ususu say ebi bokro no.
Yeah.
It's what you do. Restructure the payment system. Say aban sikanie we accounts nie. Enti we ni de men kotua cash ma ECG for. Nemum kotua ema bank. Utia eko ECG accounts mu directly ebia what Bank of Ghana. In that case, you don't need a middleman which is Sikanemana. Sikane Munisa, no asat in trouble. No, Vienna was a transformer or was side channing trouble. And no, Haptel issue, no, we were complaining. And who brought it? The Nekufado, Dr. Baumia, Kenofriata, they agreed upon it. And that is why I say we have.
Now, I'm not disputing that fact. Say Sikanoa, Enuno, you heard 1%, you call 0.95%.
Okay, why we calculate?
0.95%.
Calculation, mommy. 800 million. It is obeyed in a commission of 0.9. With the annual
800 million. 1.95.
Mama, calculation, mommy.
But 1% in a day. How to say in a day?
And tier na ye can was
1.95%.
1.95. 800 million. Now what's 1.95% as commission because I had the better too.
So 800 million. So we get 1.5 million.
1.5
say 1.56 million.
1.56 million. In THS say Haptel 800 million. Unyamfaso 1.5 which is 15 billion.
Yeah.
15 billion.
Yeah.
Say Haptel ASR transfer ni we na what in the commission ni the transactions na
1.5 million.
Sikana wajino sanya 1.5 which is 15 billion old currency. And that was some of us were saying say 15 billion no. Unhia say Haptel na enye. Ubetimi asi akromfo no mo ECG no kwan. Na say sikana nkogu o accounts mu direct.
Nana yen separate here the no from the strategy that was put in place. Strategy is a perfect strategy to revamp the ECG power up now. Yeah, the Jisicano, which is a technological way. Been now can say school admissions. Now for Jisica one channel. The idea was good. By NMDSC, ebina only Ministry of Health the year or more sa limbs ne sa no manome ebia ba ya and the ministers who were for different GH link with one why be diaba. Emo de aye records for hospital no. A similar thing and their costly. Nana, these things were ideologized to say you the best solve problems. Yeah, the basi the best solve problems because loopholes or since 2005 I've been corrected. Say even 2005 and as our SMSGH no, by which is Haptel rebranding in 2017. But sa software we buy you know we ECG for our aboka. There have been managers, there have been MDs who have been appointed over time, and these things are going on. Since the Haptel buy, we saw that apart from contract noa, oma yenoa, omudi trisikano, yemfanesa, every Ghana for yanye contract ye by Nana Kufuado and Baumia said you can was him yemfen untunche contract na anko yeno. Their presence, the idea, the technology no mudi be munua mudi revampo app no showed much appreciation. Our revenues and ECG making. Eche will say it was a positive step, but just that all negotiations in the contract no mokoyen. And now one way or the other, Haptel no mum abedi di o mine.
To bring it Haptel so that we move on quickly because I have to say other thing. To bring it, let's understand this. Do you think say multimedia?
Yeah.
It will make sense. Nyansa bebe mu say multimedia. Yewo Ales. Yewo Edna. Yewo Ajua. Omuno mujiji sikama Love FM ni Nhyire FM wa ha. say sikane also muji no muntimi ngia you think say a wise enough say you be create another company say company munyi sikana mo ba maji commission and now say you would decide to clear sanko for me and saying and bring competent people to collect the money.
Nana, two phases. Ejina say what try be before. What try be before? So would the ba abeye. You've had workers or employees of that caliber. Edwoma you 2 or 3 times and it's still failing. Then you don't repeat the same thing. They're okay. If I have competent people, I feel that they have performed in certain areas of the same year, maybe I have revenue or my year. But who said no more year Juma will be, let's take like Absa Bank and no more revenue and no more company ne kone nim. Then based on their performance somewhere, no, meet me when I try them at multimedia, to meet me at the
okay, so here's where I have a challenge. And the challenge is that, because we don't want to dwell so much on Haptel, the challenge is that me a manager, na me BSU, me a constitution, na me banner, why sir, I'll fire you. Do you know why? Because some me banner unless no more also mujis no munye incompetent. May unless modi. Then I'll go and bring somebody to replace unless to do that kind of job. I bet me etia nikayi. I don't forge. Then I make us say, who say obi. Because you hear ska obia perform or baby at them but ECG okay Senka Haptel for instead of 2 billion and I Haptel for Timmy JJ be 2.5 billion I will not have a problem. Yeah, and you because Haptel buy 2 billion a month no omutimi JJ 2.5 billion enti so mudika but Haptel buy omutimi crown reach 1 million. And I'm saying that almost target my meeting is another case to talk about. So it means that what you brought in to save the case did not save the case. By this time, no, Obiani workers say Haptel should stay or they are staying. No, I'm not saying you based on not meeting their target. We brought Haptel to solve the problem of 2 billion a month. Haptel comes in and then it improved marginally to 800 million. The target has not been met, and yet they were taken in commission. And then a mentor contract and they say. Haptel so Obama I was what 2 billion mommy so would you lesser or commission 0.1 so would you more than 2 billion or commission maybe 1%. Now I see it again a leadership style. Okay. So the problem boils down to leadership. Yes, sign contract at the edition minerals so cry you can go there you tree oil a tree. You see how they've signed the contract. Saying your percentage saying you free oil them. So it's telling you say why I first sign a contract. If you have anything to say about why I first why sign a contract. But their presence for ECG, my problem with ECG is say bringing in a different phase to have done the work, very important. That one, the decision was perfect. But Haptel now buy and when to meeting the target is another thing to talk about because the ECG has been there since 2001, 2002, 2003. They been in so more introduced with that Haptel ever 2017 and SMSGH. Now ECG was making losses. They've tried changing MDs. They were doing so. Why is it that John Mahama Bay, who knew what he has done? Mahama Bay, government, or the KPIs. By ECG was failing his first time. Have you realized his ECG first time? It's a new decision. No, yeah, that is leadership. And I cannot say that it boils down to leadership. So at the same page, we answer by John Mahama Bay. I want to say, Yankofo free the same ECG, but the only thing is alignment. What do? That is a strategy John Mahama far. Right now, there's no challenge. But still. That software, that technology that was introduced, and when you use it has been reviewed. The problem is, but before it wasn't there. Two things. Yeah, Ubetimi the Haptel abem, but Ubetimi a catch red Haptel say, your target ye 2 billion. When Timi and Jejia o commission ye say, say 2 billion na o commission ye say. With the analogy that you were bringing out, what I would have expected in a say. And can you try Haptel mu? You trust our power up them. You year free. Then we bring good managers, good personnel. Near the Omaba because them they can collect well, they can do well. And you cut through the normal stream. No, near who say technology nearby. You know, you jai you sukra. That we will say a new extraordinary thing. And maybe I don't Mahama Diaba, but we are still going on with the power up.
And one year you used to say man for the transaction, man for the but the contract is something that has been reviewed.
There's
No man in the moon.
There's nothing wrong with the power app. Me a president and me ba have to me twem movie ECG for no matter what is can me you medi. Then I bring different people. Umetimi aye say adwuma.
Any abrofo na do mbade.
No, nya abrofo the same thing. Nya Ghana for
na. Before na se betna ho. Ekwa ma containers yire yi.
And I'm saying
Nana,
the same thing you can do it.
Nana.
No problem. What I'm saying is that the same thing you can do it. Share Metro Mass Transit. What is happening? What do you say? Why is VIP flourishing? Why is 2M Express flourishing? And you're the same people.
Because VIP private companies, they make sure say wona offer weduma. It is a multimedia private yenim said the GBC echo. Because you say adena your government. The way any partner managing no cry different.
Good.
Because na do know the bam cry corruption. But private entity, they know say accountability.
Okay.
BBI Juma, you get it. It's because the problem is leadership. With the ECG, you appointing MD, which is a government awaba, and Crawford di omuram obi epeduma ye wa ban awabam. Nti oye bibi oni say ma ban na woso. No ma bibli ho mo ya. They don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Etiebe wiase na sika na enwuna wie. So it's not about say changing the people. Here's all the technology be a beboa, and that is what they did.
So you empowered.
I be human face no be brain no afrim, and it helped because you microphone na come on baila nana bills ani de come on no bill tutu pu na de come on but be kwa kotua no matter so
e can say e wo ho aban bi baaye no wajai watimi stop it. So the problem is not about Udefo Froba. The problem is the people. So when you are a leader, what do? Me baye akuku ediska. Me so odi akuku atena ho. Ba me ma onjiji sika ni bi. Me yi wadi. Na me de obi pa ba be hye wo akuku anan. Na watimi aye na sa sika na ka mehwere no no. Me de ni papa pa ba be gigi sa sika no. Na ye ma so obi nti bi na sika na ye nyanya bi no. Ote anu ate ni commission. Wodi de nti ana nkofo so e levy ho. What do you say? They no musu say yetew. Na yetew kra na yehu de ye. That is why Ghanaians were crying. So the point is that Habtel buy no or Ginisika. I was say ECG na 2 billion na onya, and these are facts according to ASEF report.
And Nana, do you agree to the fact say Ghana, one of the recommendations are now especially to fight corruption was to avoid human contacts, especially Noma Bibremu. And that is why technology we introduce amaya to technology online online you do everything and those things human interface it's corruption the coffin and bringing people like Ghana and all the all kind of ideal situation. I understand you perfectly, but in Ghana in Ghana no say some of these things you introduce and na kojo Jantuah ne obekọ for na bet na obia ye ni CEOs nkofo ekofo bet na adwuma they do the same thing.
Me abaya make create public habtel ni bi
ye can DVLA akoy ye president ni kuyo say upon all the efforts he's putting in say ye the background still go to the DVLA and see.
I am just saying say so me abaya make create public habtel ni bi
okay
na wajeji sika no
I know the private
habtel enyo no ano
no the metewase
Mr. University to school fees yes ko bank ne ko tia me boa most of the banks no
I know that idea me
eboa what is obi discuss simple
nipa de odi ni si obedi
ma many Dennis Miracle Abuajen kasa okasama Dr. Mahamadou Baumia or director of communications. Dennis, good morning. Hello Dennis.
Good morning.
Oh yeah.
I don't know the announcement.
Ade what does that bed this one?
Oh, they be said campaign. Yeah, in Nanto.
Ma oneso mami.
What?
To niesi.
Menjini se citizen audience. Akasa nese.
Mimininsi ya medjuma no.
Nenya miso.
Your friend na no pay ya enya boni from last week no ena me can say abronye didi atem no didi atema eba mo so Dr. Baumia team na Dr. Baumia nkasa and ekoni say no ntimi take that charge na it means he doesn't qualify to lead Ghana and even the MPP because he bears the ultimate responsibility. Because as some media from there ye weekend ye di agora kama obiya kanidie kama. But Dr. Baumia say bechirichiri nyoma bi mu enti wadaroma mafrɛw de mekae no mu problem ne de wɔ he.
Oh, Koyo, share with you for I think so. Dr. Mahmoud Bamia as a citizen, no, a change back one, any democrat say, oh, boo, a magana Nibia, in spite of your social or economic class. And that's something that will be agitum. And he acknowledges the media and also a very critical stakeholder in our governance in our democratic dispensation. And he acknowledges everybody's role in that space. And I believe all of us also, including you, Kojo, you have a responsibility, will be discharged with duties under the category or what you wants to say as a media person. You discharge it creditably to advance our democracy, to advance our governance system. But you would not use that as a tool or as a weapon to maybe inadvertently, now probably not intentional, run down other citizens, attack their credibility one way or the other. I believe, before Koyo into the issues, one of the things that we want to put on record is you have been completely unfair to Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Your commentary on him, your position on certain issues around him is beginning to come across as probably based with too much emotions. And I'm sure you will take it in good faith, knowing you. And we are individuals. We push our opinions forcefully, sometimes very aggressively. And so because of that persona that we have, I believe we are built to also take same when it comes to us. For example, say who can say abonye that's a baby edi obi atem yene mebi enunti Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, because of that, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is not fit to be a leader. I think logic, is completely flawed, and it's laced with emotions, and not necessarily based on deductions, rational analysis of the issue. And I explain to you why. Could you? Abronye Ganani, the decline. The Tosumunu, or your penny complete adults. Your Tosumiansa, or ye the Ayan, and they say, or ye regional chairman of the New Patriotic Party. Why the regional chairman of the New Patriotic Party? Regional chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Ganania. Oye MPP ni na MPP aje na tum se otumi dina ma yeto abama no ewo region bi mu nti abonye eko contest elections the elections no contest ye no Dr. Bawumia enka guarantees omo guarantee ma abonye no ho Dr. Bawumia enka vetting committee omo vete clear abonye no ho Abronye independently as an adult, as a Ghanaian, as a member of the MPP. Eko ne man for her, ewo Bono region. Etro mo di entia. Senia otie biya no. Omonto abama no. No meti omonim our region and omo to abama no remember our elections and we win. What it means is that the man for a to abama no enim de omo hu omo to abama no Dr. Barima and to abawa ho Dr. Barima and to aba our Bono region and he could not have been a contributor to Abronye winning the election in the Bono region because abane kai and Abronye win here. Fast forward, Abronye as a party member at a platform, media platform to say Akojo, they are the pay what is here. Yinina no one yinina so yetan so yedin komo. And odi ne juma. And Abronye KuroYiMuNsem. In some be wa be a wa identify say antwe ye. E ba ne sen. And sa background ya media mo nyina yi. Abronye ti ebono. But Barima me no ka say e wo voter region. Abronye Bono regional chairman. But Barima a member of the Bono region MPP. Or a member of the MPP. The constituency wale. But or a high level leader of the MPP. But on a national executive member. If I say on your how do we even put it? On your leader of the party. On your leader of the party. Your leaders of the party. Your party in Penifo. Your one more party in Shomonsa. Me no kase Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Kasano. On the mobile pro or party for 9 swa. Or party leaders was almost say almost to abayeden. Emano. Say regional chairman be a DB. Ewo ye KuroYiMu. Na say the original chairman ye no. And 3 year. And yet former vice president. And I say flag bearer aspirant. Whether Bawumia, whether Kennedy Japan, whether Brian Achiampong, whether Duchum, whether Kwabene Japan. And yes, sir, hopeful, so no. And a regional chairman, yeah, on ye. Because remember, say, a kuono, ya dem brana, a rani kuono. You kuonim brano, and mawo flag bearer. And I say former flag bearer, and I say former vice president, to me over a regional chairman. At best, the Obayane say, Ebi a wokojo, minimo, na wake bibi na entry yeda mafafo na mafra say ah koyo na de we aka de say nko yi o me ko abroche me no bi ka say ah na wo ga na ni na ote ho na radio station back ho Israel FM presenter kojo o kan something no sika no na on nkasa no na yes ah na makeka sansem na me say ah na Ghana ni na me fi Ghana ampa na o Ghana radio presenter. But the first time we figure and say, me na me tell the one yet. The obetumi a tell Kojo Jantuah they are on air. The owners and the management of Insira. And yeah, me just because me Ghana ni na Kojo nso Ghana ni. Because they are Kojo ye no, me egu me ho fin, egu Ghana ni na ho fin ti. Me metumi a tell Kojo ni. So me frɛ Kojo na me catch na opa no tie, opa ontie. But ye wo mo a eye o masudie a umbetumi atwe Kojo aso ana wo jasa nkrofo no weja kwasitum weja management of Insida na wo de weni besa miracles a ono abakomo wo se monto abama no e ka chen se ye nto ma wo because wo kromu wo radio presenter bi a ogu mo man ho fi ana wo ne nkasa na wo be jan se nto abama Obekaya. There was a point in time the general secretary of the party issued statement. I refer the original chairman brought here to the disciplinary committee. Adentina general secretary now can't Dr. Barima say on no issue we ma sanction ma abonye because he has no such mandate. Na the okay nyina say Dr. Barima money awaye nyina ne say abonye bie na no kan ye say about one na MPP kono me abonye metwa ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia because of that inti sabroye numu nsuo anaso no ma petisia ono mo Dr. Bawumia di mu odi benku a odi Bawumia di mu simply because Abronye as one of the voters. Remember, and Abronye na organize elections no. And Abronye na friend is saying over running presidential primaries no. Could you Abronye or you're just one voter out of the 280,000 voters that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia remember, in the context of these elections, yes, he's the regional chairman of Bono region, but he has only one vote. And into the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia vote, no, on one Bono region, no, he has only one vote. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia also a vote. Vote, no, so yenim tuntum num fita nim we yem pubi vote na wope nipa ne so obeto ma na sebe o ya ponte kura na so ba koto ma so obedane kraman ana obedane akokọ no eno ye wadwuma semre no so na se wo se wo ya ponte banka wo ye friend se kraman e beboa wo be frɛ onua na de na wo nda ne wo ho enye kraman se na wo si ya ponte se mi de be hadwo na wo nye kraman mai se nipa ne pa no say matter, but I say own tia won't mean anything because you have absolutely no mandate over that person. But you may miracles. Be a member of the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia campaign team. Be a director for communications. It may some know Kasanopi. Some kaka se fibia kuya. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia bet me a frame. Now watch my son. In fact, I bet me a say, hey, if you never comment, Kasama may be wanted. May you mean to me no year you may be. And no year because on none our family say, member can a team home, na member one year in your campaign. Abronye, on Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia team. He has no role, no function, no responsibility in the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia team. As a stakeholder, Abronye is only a voter, one of the voters. Eto about MPP more. Flabber is in our press on million vote. Osio betom Dr. Mahmoud. 2023. Abronye, this one once what is so dear baby supporting and answer Wakasama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Baby, oh baby, I know dinner. But I feel you say, Metro about my Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, even though previously my yanesa. Inti, could you Edding pa say o try say o chi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eba say Abronye ye na di Abronye ye regional chairman of the MPP no I say MPP ekuo wo empanimfo wo leaders wo different obi a one responsibilities MPP no wo mbra ye ne ye members de no o say Abronye subanti enunti Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nse fata say obeye leader Wabra Abronye onye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia campaign team member na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia tiano onye juma ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia tiano na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nye chairman of the MPP onye general secretary of the MPP ono so ye penny to send all the other leaders na omo play akonya the MPP for no enti asodie kro na wo de bo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia I don't want to me am fan body other leaders and so and no pay so meet you no kojo respectfully me say na wo ka say Odi Honorable Richard Anani atem Emma Wo Dr. Bawumia. Omo ojo matem no diba wo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. I think it's very, very unfair to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So what when year on could you say the name Keka Kono? Obi beka say one na wo de kan say 2028 MPP be lose elections no. And nti wo ye dia obeye bia say the papa mo say the boni mo. Wo ye dia obeye bia say dia be obeku peni ne ho fi. Na ma wasem na wakana bem ayesa waka asamato na nsen wo dia prophet EDA omo share community na fe de omo aye campaign want to wo a obi fi se sada wo yaye because mitie Abronye nsem o kan ye ne ntokwa ene na kasa ne Dr. Richard Anane enya ye no bebie no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia din wom Dr. Anane ankoka se ebia obi koka Bawumia sem ena Abronye kodi ne penatem Abronye so kasa no wanka obebi ada said Dr. Anani akase tia Dr. Bawumia enuntu no odi natem Dr. Anani say there was a national council meeting omampeni kofo beka assembly na no won say Abronye na sorry eyi omampeni kofo ano ɛna abronya so adeɛ tie ɔno so abɛyi Dr. Anania no nkɔmɔ mienu yi nyinaa afɛ no mienu yi nyinaa yi bebie ni wa ɔmo bɔ Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia die bebie ni wa Richard Anane kan sɛ ɛyɛ Bawumia sɛm ɛna na ɔmo mpeni kofo ɛka ɛna abronya bɛyi ano. In fact, the national chairman of the party, acting national chairman Krabeka said, Bibia Sakrampo ANC and National Council. And the Ebane Central and a Dr. Richard Anane and the Abroyan to call Winya, Ebaya Dr. Bawumia. Where in the conversation could you Enna you any indication that say Abroye AD Richard Anane after because of Dr. Bawumia? Where?
Okay.
Ojitum. Abon ye say afia be obeto ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. But that doesn't mean say bibia abon ye be bia no let us all the better Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Sane tie dia. Ene ye say oman yi mu ke ntu ntemu. Abrante yo wo America ya kojo. O say o support John Mahama. O company mama John Mahama. We dig Ghana ni bia atem o kana scam one and you throw be chat also not the phone about two screens so now we do what kojo kwana say so the bia o now we do what them now akawa sem basa in some way nim sebe or the woman mia he mu akasa o di obi atem no twa ntoton or no the wiase mu o obi asem obi aye kronfo obi aye o ka bibia the woman the nim na waka free mente da so waka say because of our brand TNT John Mahama, His Excellency, a bad leader.
Okay,
is it the case that because of
Mamim quickly.
Oh, thank you, this year.
Okay, quickly.
Is it the case? Is it the case that because what Kato was said, sending out the MPP no dear, one of the and baby Audiano, on MPP anyone Ashe. Yes, about friend is saying, time I walk come to you, hand this side in the own Shiana. Because when I see a code biao. Now, Anya biao, can we say, Sabranti and some more kicking in ano? Or man penny John Romani Mama and Asomano. And on man penny John Romani, my money, yes, I do. Now, say, if that is your principle there, if that principle is what you are placing on Abronya there, on a friend saying Bawumia there, then it means that won't mean deny, say, John Mahama is Excellency. Say Jumana Abrante no American or Yema John Mahama is Excellency. Now, if indeed that principle hold, now say Abrante ni Juma Emma John Mahama no dio bia tem dio oteko also dio ten ni dia sofo e DB imam for dio behind atem. Now say still what say in spite of that no NDC the omuntra kwanya so John Mahama His Excellency in your company but Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de Abronya de na waye de entuma ni leader there. Kojo na say it's easy for anybody to conclude say as a sabe what sembi any emotions be that when you towards MPP no any Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in 1999 yes because the same stick the same measure now what they ma Abronya Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no I would expect and the same measure Ebema John Mahama His Excellency and then down for your American it is a would say Abronya some more kika and someone for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, but Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is a trader. Now, Dr. Anunti Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to me a good leader there. And your man penny on the money, Mahama, international MPP in Trabontano. So, we could go to a day.
All right. Brad, we have 2 minutes now. So, number one, I acknowledge. Opinion and that is fair. I understand it. I'm not expecting you to understand me. It's okay. But let me state it on record. Say me on the issue of Kevin Taylor on many accounts on my platform. Odidi Matembe Brenyene. Maybe it was multimedia as management and a catch him say I should not respond to Kevin Taylor. And on my platform, I've stated that Kevin Taylor, NDC, and John Mahama, and their supporting on many platforms. And later on, I'll share. So it is erroneous for people to think that I have never condemned Kevin Taylor, say, Odidu Obiatem. Because I be me as Anthony. And I stated that Kevin Taylor you soon adwene to create a tension between other tribes and Asante here on this very platform, even around 2024. I've stated it, so it is never true. Say I've never condemned. The only reason why I don't talk about him is because management is say so, and that's the point. The other thing, and they say, you think, say, Abronye responded to me, and he said, okay, say, Sebin, because some now okay, Kakayena, Udidi, na Poatem, ni Baumia Tebechin. This time around the day, okay, be fab Dr. Baumia, Miama Betnase, no, my kick can be actual. Are you saying, say, if he is not a member of your party, which I agree, a kind of campaign to which I agree, anything that he says, ever Baumia, projecting Baumiano, and you're relevant, Anna?
First of all, my address for Kevin Taylor issue. So you see, the problem that everybody will have with you is that you cannot treat Kevin Taylor's issue simply. To mean treaty Sabranteno issue, simply on the basis of Makana Samda, Mekaeda, and Pennyforce Media Intermedia. Me say, or no, Nin Samo Pekan attempt did you dim penny for my women. Abron yet dear now, why now walkano, a home or it is a Woffy say Abron yet dear no.
I have never endorsed him insulting anybody. So okay, Kate, Memoir Casabra.
I am saying,
I'm just saying I have never because
I extended Abronye's accents to a third party.
Because I have stated the second.
Why haven't you extended that gentleman?
I have done it on the platform recently. I'm responding.
So why
I
are
stated
you rooting for John Mahama to be a leader?
I am not rooting for John Mahama.
When he has a supporter who is insulting everybody.
I am not sure. I'm not sure John Mahama will be on the ballot on 2028. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
John Mahama was on the ballot on 2024 when the gentleman was insulting our king, and yet you insisted that MPP will lose and John Mahama will win.
I said MPP will lose not based on Kevin Taylor. I said they will lose based on the economy. So let's separate it.
I'm just using
Minia. I'm just begging you that don't bring in Kevin Taylor to make an analogy about me because
I would because you are using a certain measure. That measure is contradictory to your position.
How?
The point is that there is a gentleman. Okay, so there are two people in this country. Two people. Bako, and I'm simply using on the face value. Bako, you say Odi Obiatem according to what in the name of Dr. Baumia.
What did he mean so much tempe?
Me pacho yo. Bako so Edi Obiatem. We do so watem in the name of John Mahama.
Yes.
I will say the onudi Obiatem. I will say we do atem in the name of Baumia. It's son say we do atem. No we do Obiatem. Now also supported Baumia. Baumia is a bad leader, but you are failing to also come and tell the same listeners to say the other gentleman now no should do Obiatem. I would do 2 for them, Eddie one Cassan's watem. Supported John Mahama openly. See, or no, John Mahama Baby. You have not been able to tell us that John Mahama is a bad leader.
Okay, so okay, good. Okay, I agree. The fact that we call him Douglas, I agree. But I'm just saying, who is Kevin Taylor in NDC?
He's a supporter of NDC. He brought NDC to power.
Great.
He opened his mouth to say it.
Who is Abronya in MPP?
He is a member of the MPP. He is a regional chairman of the party.
Okay, so in Monamote politics as a chairman, when we talk about a regional chairman and against just a supporter, why Nanimudu in terms of political discussions?
So you see, there's something called convenience in argument. Your convenience here is that Kevin Taylor and as a branch in America now can on your regional chairman. Into dear Tema John Mahama cry. It doesn't make John Mahama a bad leader.
I have not said so.
But
I have not said so. You can infer, but I have not said so.
No, but that is what you are saying.
I have not said so. Never endorsed Kevin Taylor's insult. I don't because me a victim, so I've never said so. Let's move on.
I have never even said you have endorsed his insult. I am only pointing out a fact.
Right.
That if you are going to measure Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia by a third party's action, then you cannot fail to measure John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, with the same measure.
Right.
That is double standard.
So you
that is all I'm
also
saying.
I'm asking finally, say you don't think say Abronya or trances in a bit say bia or you just a sympathizer of Dr. Bawumia, Ninsembia or Bekebiano will not affect your chances as Dr. Bawumia team more project say on no was say motomano e MPP ni ma you feel say Abronya.
So let's come to that. In all honesty, we have over 280,000 voters we are campaigning to. There are hundreds of thousands of voters who support Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia for any. They are all supporting in various ways. Dr. Bawumia, Kennedy Japan, Kwabre Japan, all in different ways. Their actions within their communities at all times could attract or deter a voter, whether Kennedy Japan or Dr. Bawumia or whatever. However, it is completely unfair for you to come and say, because of a supporter's action, and I say a supporter's action is endorsed or supported or subtly validated by the candidate. That is what we are talking about here. Because you see, in all your commentary, there's a subtle position I would take. You say, Abronya the Oyeno, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia to me calling what sword and so on. And I am telling you, say, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia cannot call Abronya to order. Abronya, after all, I don't know supporting Bawumia. Bawumia supporting Abronya. It's Abronya better to say, Bawumia crowd meant to Obama.
Enti say obi support obi na nipa krono e kan sembia ebe how party na untimi nkan che support and say Madam Fujai.
Me pa hold on. Kweku Asante Boateng. MP na obekan say Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia any ne crofo as slaves. Omu ye slaves, omu say no kasama Kennedy Japan. Man say what say Kennedy Japan is a bad leader because Kweku Asante Boateng MP na beka sansem no. Honorable Chemi, ekura microphone, ejina Honorable Kennedy Japan campaign afe. Efre Fulani for all manner of names. Ekeka nsem basa efa MPP ni Honorable MPP ni Madam Samira Bawumia. Man tese o kai say Honorable Chemi Suban no ene nsem no kan ye no. And Honorable Kweku Asante Boateng nsem no kan ye ni nti Kennedy Japan is a bad leader. That is what let your listeners begin to believe. Say
no, it did not lead my listeners.
Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia
it led Bawumia supporters, not my listeners. And so
no, please, your listeners.
No, my listeners.
What makes you think say? What makes you think that you are in the head of every listener? You think everybody endorses what you say?
No, I don't have a problem, but the point is, our listeners are everybody.
Let me say that. Let your listeners appraise it. It's not up to you.
No, because I'm just saying, say finally, I'm just saying, say. For you think that
yes. Okay, about Haptel. And meanwhile, I will not even do what you are doing on air. Because on the Haptel matter, my board video now no PHK 5 times. I was just listening. I said, the empire now can at that time. And this is what you said. And I quote you. Now the dan kweku fuado and then the Bawumia no more omakwate Haptel. That is all what you said. In English, what it means is that Nanado Dan Kweku Fado and Bawumia have founded Haptel.
Okay, so are you aware, say, after hold on. After that, when people misunderstood what I said, the following day, that was Friday, on this same platform, I'd explained that, and I've shared that one also on the platform. And you are still dwelling on the first one.
You said what on the platform, could you?
I have said on the platform.
You know what you said? Let me tell you what you said.
What did I say?
What you said was that Mankada say Bawumia helped or any the America say but that is not what you said. What you said is out there. I have listened to it 10 times today. So what I was expecting you to do, Nisan Kabeka said, oh, it was a war. Maybe kind said Nanado ne Bawumia na atse Haptel. But I got this wrong. The other person said, but that was not what you said. What you did was that you came to defend and justify. In fact, you called those who were saying, say, okay say Baumia and I have to say okay so now that is a problem, could you? You see, we are very, very highly argumentative people. Because of that persona, no, we should be willing and ready to also embrace certain times when we make mistakes. I was listening to your conversation on Haftel. I see all the gaps. I will send you a copy of the Haftel agreement.
Well, I have it also here. So maybe we'll talk about that.
Haftel agreement, you cannot make Haftel now 19 years. 19 years for Ghana. You're calling to election 2024 with you planting in the heads of your listeners.
Miracle. Let's do the Haftel one maybe some other time. We talked about this one.
Wadaroma. Abronye is a member of the New Patriotic Party. He's a regional chairman. For that matter, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia any to make say one so.
Mati.
You bet me and say Oceano Beka say 1 minute the idea and you guys and boy Abronye pa obetie.
Bawumia catcher.
Of course. Let me even give you evidence. There was a day. The video is out there. I'll share with you. When in Federal.
Specific Bawumia a catcher and say
yes, Messi, of course. I've told you that. I've given you a specific answer already.
Okay.
I've given you a specific answer. Of course.
Yes. Share mommy now mention or because
share that
the onene kind if you have it.
Bawumia na abron ye kasa no me video me say ma.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
There's evidence.
Me say there was even a time the chief of staff of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's office, Vice President's office, Federal, F. Abronye. And only Abronye discussing issues related to comments be Abronye make here on a software. The next day, Abronye Betina TV so Ekatre Yen say Dr. Bawumia na Osuma Federal say on the member Casano. Almost a microphone a mommy. I'm the better. Federal in a better media.
All right.
And he is right.
Mati.
And yet Federal in Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the bet me at regional chairman the party, the general secretary and the chairman of the party, they have a responsibility and a mandate over the regional chairman.
And
you know this. So it is unfair. You need to apologize to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia for the kind of names you have called him for acting by an adult.
No problem.
That doesn't work for him.
But I still stand by what I said. I will not apologize. I will not apologize. Dennis, I will not apologize. Let's end it here, Dennis. Respectfully, I will not apologize. I still stand by it. Mama, as my brother, Mama, all the opportunity to explain your point, and I respect it. I will not apologize. I say that the Abronye baby will have an effect on Dr. Bawumia. If this is it, I will not apologize. This is what the people are thinking. If this is what you disagree, I respect it, Dennis. So let's end it here. I will say our passports air to us. Good morning.